Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Rant booth up here on the boardwalk at All Campus, New Jersey in Ocean City. 1028 Boardwalk. It's Saturday night. It's time for the Rant booth on A2D radio on all the major platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch TV, Instagram, you name it, we're on it. We've been here all summer long into the fall and the football season. And sitting with me is the owner of All Campus, John Coyle. What's up, Big John?
What's up? Another beautiful night out here on the boardwalk. Looks like it's going to be a nice show that they got going on.
Yeah,
We got
the air show.
Yeah, we
air
got the
show.
paratroopers dropping down tonight with the light show and everything. It's going to be a fun night.
And we just saw a flyby right before we got on. It looked like vintage World War II vintage planes with all colored smoke, red, white, and blue smoke coming out of the tail, which was really picturesque. But tomorrow, at the Philadelphia Eagles 49ers game, they're going to have a flyover.
Yes, they are.
So we're excited about that. I'm going to be attending the game tomorrow, John.
Yes, you are, and I hope that you take some pictures and send some messages out there for me. I'm sorry that I cannot be. It's really one of the events I want to go to. Every home opener is something special every single year.
This home opener is actually
even more
special for the simple reason that fans weren't allowed in the stands.
You're right.
Last year.
Yeah, this is 2 years built up right now.
And the fans want to look. Philadelphia Eagles fans and Philadelphia fans in general are the most passionate fans in the country, most knowledgeable. Yeah. I think our fans are very critical, but they have the right to be. But they're also very supportive. And they weren't able to support last year. And I feel the fans probably feel a little responsible for that 4-11-1 mark that they produced last year because they weren't able to
help
cheer
their
team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, from every other team that comes in here, that says it's one of the best places or worst places for them to come into and play because of the fan noise.
So we broadcast every Saturday night from 6 to 9 or 6 to 8:30, whatever we can squeeze in, because this has been a great concept, John, that you've come up with, and we started in the beginning of the summer, and it just seems like it's doing it every Saturday. The summer has flown by.
Yeah, it makes the day go a lot faster, makes the summer go a lot faster. People start expecting it and looking for it now when they're up on the boardwalk, and it makes it a little bit fun. We get in and talk about different teams, different cities, different sports, and it makes it a fun day.
And of course, now that the NFL is in, the season has started, and we're into week 2. I'll tell you what, the NFL product has been unbelievable for the first.
It has, hasn't it?
Think about this: the Monday night game between the first game of the season between
the Thursday game,
Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Bucs.
That was great.
Leading into the first week of the season, which was a phenomenal Sunday of football game.
It was, yeah.
Then the Monday night game was like you couldn't even write a better script for that Monday night game. And then you come to Thursday when you say, oh, you got the Redskins and the Giants. Of all teams, guess what?
It was a thriller.
That was a great game to watch.
It was a thriller ending.
And we've got a lot to talk about. We've got Phillies, believe it or not. And I said this last week. We got Phillies baseball on.
Yes, we do.
And they started with their 7:05 tonight up in New York. Is that correct?
7:15 or something.
Something like that. Yeah. It's September 18th. And the Phillies are still in the conversation. The Philadelphia Phillies are still alive. And while I thought a week ago that they were done 4.5, 5.5 out, if you look at the Braves schedule and if you look at the Phillies schedule, just with the last 18 games, you're thinking, hey, man, they got it. Atlanta's out playing San Francisco. Yeah. We got the stinking Mets who all but thrown the towel in, I think.
Oh, they're done. Yeah,
especially with their injuries and from their pitching staff.
Right.
I'm thinking to myself, at 2.5 games out,
we got life, baby.
We got life.
Not only do we got life in the division, I mean, yes, we got to jump a lot of teams in wild card, but we're still there too.
I think the one way we're going to get in is the only. I don't say the only way because look,
the best way.
What do I know? Yeah. I said put a fork in them last week, but now I got to retract that. I got to pull the fork out.
Yeah, you're eating.
I got to pull it out. Maybe eat a little some of it. And so it's good to see. Now we have all kind of college football games on today. It's just a plethora of great football.
But the big one tonight, baby.
But the big one is tonight, Penn State and Auburn. Auburn coming in to Happy Valley.
The whiteout game. Yeah, we're going to find out tonight if we are national championship contenders or not.
Well, it's still early in the season. Of course, You can chime in. We're on A2D radio on all the major platforms. You can send us a message on the message board. Of course, our leader Thomas Arnone.
What's up,
Another
Tommy?
huge game night. He says the poll. He agrees with the poll, and the poll question is: since we were talking a little bit about baseball, the poll question is: Bryce Harper has done enough to win the NL MVP. Do you agree or disagree? Ready for this? I agree.
There you go. You turned around.
You turned the page. Because I know, remember about 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks, I'm thinking, wait a second. Not with the average that he has, not with all the stats that he's got 33 home runs. He went on a tear hitting home runs.
Yeah.
His average has gone from like 286 to 317. He's the leader in OPS plus, and the worst statistic he's up on.
I think they said yesterday in the broadcast, I think Tommy and Crucker were talking about how the last 65 games, he's batting something like 360. That is just nuts. You're talking, that's Tony Gwynn type of numbers right there.
Well, it says Bryce Harper, and I know our mantra here is no notes, but I felt compelled because I get these things sent to me from the Phillies.
Right.
And I wanted to get this right because I knew we were going to talk about Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia Phillies. But you're right. It says Bryce Harper, who has started the last 56 consecutive games for the Phillies since July 17th, is hitting 354 with a 488 on base percentage, 767 OPS. OPS, yes, with 244 plate appearances.
That's crazy.
The All-Star break.
That's absolutely crazy.
The guy's on fire.
And that's not a span of 2 weeks or 3 weeks. That's a 2-month plus span. It's Bonds-esque. You're right.
Bonds-esque. Yes. The guy literally has carried the Phillies when we thought the Phillies were dead and out.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on with Aaron Nola, but he
needs a game tonight.
He needs a game. The only two people that have really consistently played well has been Bryce Harper and Gene Segura.
Gene Segura's been hitting the cover off the ball. Yeah, he really has. And for as much as I bash Brad Miller, the dude comes up with a clutch home run every time we need it. It's nuts.
Brad. So we're going to talk everything tonight. We got a great lineup. We're going to be talking Phillies baseball. We're going to watch the Phillies. We've got Purdue, Notre Dame on. We've got Alabama, Florida. We got Penn State, Auburn later on tonight in the whiteout. I couldn't be any more excited about sitting up here tonight on the boardwalk in Ocean City at 1028 Boardwalk at all campus, where we have all these hats, John. You got a great selection of college and pro hats for all the major sports of Phillies and Major League Baseball, NFL, NHL, NBA. You even have winter hats back here.
Yeah, we got the Negro League hats. We got
like winter hats. We got the
beanies. Yeah, we got the beanies in this past week, so we got some more beanies in.
Now the Philadelphia Phillies are 75 and 72.
Yes,
they're two and a half games out, or 2 games out.
2
games behind the Braves, who are out on the West Coast.
Right. So we're going to be doing a lot of scoreboard watching here because we get the first game, right? Take care of business ourselves, and then you got a little bit of reason to watch those games out west. So rooting for a loss.
Now the Phillies versus the Mets, it's 8-8.
Right.
We've won the 8 games. We've lost 8 games. We got 2 more. We got today and tomorrow. That'll make it 10. So I'd like to see if we can sweep this series.
Well,
I will. Give me
one more. Give me the night. Give me the night.
Here's the thing. In the last 18 games, the Phillies have to go at least 13-5.
I feel like that's fair.
All right,
yeah,
maybe 12-6 at the worst.
Right.
But they can't afford. They need to beat this team tonight.
Right.
And then bring the broom out tomorrow.
You got to remember, we also got 3 against the Braves. We still got 3 against the Braves left.
Right.
So you could maybe go 11 as long as those 11 maybe include the 3 against the Braves.
The divisional teams. Right. So it's a great night for sports, to talk sports. We're up here at all campus on the boardwalk. You come up and sit and talk with me for 10, 15 minutes. You get 10% off the hat, anything in the store.
Anything in the store, yep.
Of course, remember to subscribe.
Yeah, guys.
And also hit the like button.
Yeah, give us a like, give us a follow, guys. Just hit the button. It's right there on the screen for you guys. And then join the membership for A2D, guys. $9.99 a month. Nate Moss and Money Pot, man, they've been turning out bets, guys. Like if you watch him, he is making everyone money. You need to follow along with him, and then if you do, you get 20% off here at All Campus also for anything: cups, cornhole boards, hats, shirts, whatever we got in stores. 20% off for you guys.
And like you said, we'll be talking with Dave Sarapan
Yes.
tonight again. I had Dave on my show. We've been doing a weekly segment with the sports book Consigliere, and Dave he appeared on Major League Baseball Network.
Yep. Yeah, he was
MLB
on the other
Network
day.
yesterday.
Yep.
So David, he actually, by listening to the show and listening to his picks, I took the Phillies last night and won.
He kind of switched you over to betting on the Phillies now.
He convinced me. Now also, the big elephant in the room, if you will, the Philadelphia Eagles play tomorrow. The Philadelphia Eagles, who had an incredible win over the anemic Atlanta Falcons. Okay, but here's the thing: in the NFL, you got to beat the teams that you've got to beat. Okay?
You don't make the schedule.
You don't make the schedule, and in the NFL, you're playing against the 500 best athletes, football players in the world.
Right.
So even though some teams are that we call them, they stink. Guess what? They're in the NFL for a reason.
They're there.
And on any given Sunday, anything can happen. Yep. So we beat them, and we beat them by a nice score of 32-6. And we were fine. It took us a half to get everything under control.
Right.
But once the second half rolled around, I thought they played flawless football.
I thought it was a beautiful game. I could not imagine them playing any better. I had low hopes for them coming in. I thought they were going to get destroyed. By the way, John,
what was your prediction for this?
For the
game last week?
I thought they would get routed. 31-17. Yeah,
you had the Falcons 31-17.
Yeah, I have a lot of egg on my face this week. Yes, I did.
How do you pick? I mean, how can you be so wrong, John?
Yeah,
you watch sports. You look at the practices. You listen to the commentary. You talk sports on your own show. How can you be so wrong?
It happens, I guess. I mean, and I was proven wrong, and we will get into it in detail, I'm sure. And I will be playing the negative Nelly aspect of.
Oh, you're going to play the negative
week one? Yes.
You're going to play negative Nelly again?
Yes.
Well, you know what? You can be 0 for 2. That'll be all right.
I am.
Are you taking a page out of my book where you try to play like devil's advocate?
I wish.
Is it unintentional?
No. It's
unintentional.
It is unintentional. I wish the best for him. I want the best for him. I'm going to root for him. But
with all the injuries that we're going to get into, we're going to break it down.
Right.
We'll get into the meat and potatoes. You do realize that the Niners are banged up after week one.
They are banged up. The offensive line's a little bit hurt. Definitely the secondary's real hurt. I'm hoping we can take advantage of that. But like you said, we'll get into that a little bit later in the show.
I think Kinlaw's out.
Greenlaw. Yeah.
Greenlaw's out, and Mozart's done for the year, and Verrett's out. They got some problems.
Verrett's the big one. Yeah, Verrett's the big one, which I'm hoping is really going to help us.
We're broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey at All Campus, 1028 Boardwalk. Come on in the Rant booth, powered by A2D Radio and all the major platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, Instagram, you name it, we're on it now. During the week, the Detroit, the San Francisco 49ers, after playing Detroit, stayed in West Virginia. They did not go back. They did not go back to the West Coast and to their homes.
And to me, that's a big deal.
So they've been on the road, but they've been on the road for a week, over a week.
Right.
And apparently their crowd, their fans, they come to Philadelphia and they take over the Rocky statue. Spence is saying, so the Niners fans took over the Rocky statue. It's personal now.
Yeah, and we had that happen to us with Minnesota when they came out, right?
But wasn't that a playoff game?
That was a playoff game, yeah, and they came out and they put
this is the second
purple
game
and yellow.
Second game of the season, the 49ers fans are going to come all the way west and try to take over a Rocky statue. You know what? I think they're jinxing themselves.
It seems that way. I mean, I hope it lights a little bit of fire under our players that, hey, you now with the fans in the stands, you're playing a little bit more for just yourself now. You're playing a little bit more for the city, and we'll see if that lights a little fire.
First time that we have fans in the stands at the Lincoln Financial Field in 2 years. I will be going to the game tomorrow. I'll be in attendance, and I'm super excited. When the schedule came out, and we knew there were going to be fans in the stands,
Right.
I said, I'm going. See, the tickets in price have gone up and up
Oh,
and up.
yeah.
So I pretty much subbed my ticket away to my cousin, who was here on the Rant booth with us. He's in a better financial spot than I am for the tickets.
Okay.
My tickets cost $200 a game.
It's nuts.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then you add on parking and a couple drinks and this, that,
It's a
and the other thing.
$400 day.
You're talking $400.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So when the schedule came out, I looked at the 49ers. I looked at the Chiefs, Tampa, and the Chiefs, and I said, those are the 3 games that I'm going for.
There you go.
Now, knowing full well that the beginning of the season is really tough, but after what I saw from the coaching staff in game 1,
right,
I saw how prepared the players were, paying attention to the little details. When you see Miles Sanders pick up a blitz, okay,
yeah,
and you see it gives Jalen Hurts an extra 3 seconds to throw a ball to with Devontae Smith, who's a great route runner, knows how to get open and find the open spot. These are the little things that are impressive to me in a game that they could have lost. You thought they were going to get blown out anyway.
Well, everyone did, right? A lot of people thought they were going to lose.
Another aspect of the game that was incredible was the fact that Jason Kelce, who I think should, at the end of his career, be at least consideration for a Hall of Fame.
Well, he's definitely in the Eagles Hall of Fame, right?
Definitely. But you know what he does, and he continued to do it, is he went off, he got a block.
Right.
He drove his block off the ball
and keeps getting to the next level,
and then went off and got another block.
Yeah,
and then he got off and got another block.
The man goes to levels. Yeah,
these are the little things in football that separate good teams from bad teams.
No, you're 100% correct. And
Zach Ertz,
Kelce,
the little pick that he did, but wasn't a pick because he just did enough to make enough confusion.
It was perfect for the touchdown. Yeah.
If they continue to pay attention to the little detail things, I think they can win this game on Sunday.
I agree, and I'm not going to give my perspective to everything right now. I want to get we got a ranter who's waiting, so I want to get him in.
All right, let's get our first ranter in because we always like to hear what the ranters have to say because we're all fans. I'm a fan. John's a fan, and just because we got the headsets on, I'm not going to tell anybody that I'm unbiased or I'm objective. No, I'm a fan. And let's welcome another fan into the Rant booth. Ryan, what's up, man?
How's it going?
So, Ryan, I see you're from Philly. What part of Philly are you from?
So I'm from right outside of Philly. I live in Montgomery County.
Okay.
So literally right outside.
Now, do you get down to the games, Ryan?
I do, yeah. My dad works for 6ABC, so we get lucky enough that sometimes they gift us tickets and we get to sit in their lower suite box and go to the game.
Jim Gardner's your dad?
No, I wish. My dad works in the IT department.
So you're a big Eagles fan.
I am.
Were you surprised at the way this team played last week in Atlanta?
Very much so. Going into the game, I wasn't really sold on Jalen Hurts. I'm a big Carson Wentz guy. I still am. I hope he does well with the Colts. But I was very, very impressed with the way he played. He looked calm, cool, and collected. Didn't really turn the football over. Really played like an NFL-style quarterback. Going into the game, I wasn't 100% sold that he could be an NFL quarterback. I thought maybe he could hold the clipboard and come in on 3rd and 4th down and maybe run the ball, get us a couple first downs. But I didn't think he could play a full game. And he really showed me that he really has what it takes, and I'd really love to see him against this formidable 49ers defense tomorrow.
Now, did you predict the Eagles winning game 1?
I thought that they would. I did. I thought that they'd win. I thought it'd be closer than it was, but I did think that we'd squeak out the win.
Okay, because the Eagles were 3-point dogs on the road,
right?
Which is standard.
Yeah.
That's standard operating procedure
every time.
Listen, I'm with the Carson Wentz. You allude to Carson Wentz. The way I see it right now, Carson Wentz loses game 1 for his Colts. He was doing the same things that he did here in Philadelphia. Held the ball too long. He was sacked 3 times. Yeah, he had overall. I guess he had 300 yards or something. But they lost.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I think. And by the way, he took 3 or 4 amazing hits.
He did.
He's doing the same things that he did here.
You're right. I don't disagree with that.
Killed.
He is. He needs to really wake up because he's holding the ball too long, as you said. He's taking sacks. He's doing the same things here in Philly. You'd think by now he would have learned that you don't want to get crunched in the pocket holding the ball too long.
So I think, looking back in retrospect, after game 1, I think Howie Roseman and the organization did right by the team and moving Wentz on, getting draft capital, and now he's got Jalen Hurts, who his completion percentage was 77.1. There was only two other quarterbacks in the NFL that had a better day than him. One was Russell Wilson, and the other one was Teddy Bridgewater.
That one's a surprise right there, Teddy Bridgewater.
Right? But my point is, you don't see – I played quarterback in high school and college, and sometimes quarterbacks have an innate ability. They're leaders and they're winners.
Absolutely.
You can't teach it. Like, yeah, you have to have like in the NFL, let's face it, you have to have a certain amount of skill. You have to have a certain amount of athleticism, athletic ability, all right, to be great. But there's something that separates those guys from other guys, the rest of the pack. It's leadership and it's intuition.
Yep.
Being able to see a play develop before it does. There were a couple of plays that Jalen Hurts made that was a great anticipation. The one to Dallas Goedert,
yes,
comes to mind, where he threw the ball to the only place the ball could be thrown, and it ended up being a touchdown.
Can't go wrong there. I have a buddy who plays quarterback at Ithaca now, who I went to high school with, and he's really strong in that area, and he's just a strong leader in general, and that's something you need in the backfield, whether it's at the NFL level, the college level, the high school level. If you're going to be a good quarterback, you need to be a great leader first and foremost, and then you have to have a very high football IQ. I think that Wentz has a high football IQ, but he had it at the collegiate level, but he doesn't have it at the pro level.
And look, I know there's been great quarterbacks that we know have come out of Delaware. That's not, the biggest of schools. It's a 1A, right?
Yes.
No, South Dakota, the same thing. When you get a guy that, I've been saying this, and you can ask John, the owner here at All Campus, over the course of the summer when people started ragging on Jalen Hurts, I'm like, why? He was recruited to play quarterback at Alabama, and then it didn't work out there, and he went to another big program, Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
So he's got the pedigree.
Yeah. He's proven that he can play at a high level. Nick Saban doesn't recruit jokes. He recruits top-tier recruits. As much as I'm a Georgia fan, go Dogs this afternoon against South Carolina.
Is that right?
31.5-point favorites, I think, this afternoon.
By the way, I got a Georgia Bulldog story that I've told numerous times. I'll tell you since you brought the dogs up. Back in 1980, when I was in school at North Carolina called Lees McRae College, we were about 7 hours drive time to Athens. Went down there to see Georgia versus Clemson.
Yes.
And the very first game was Herschel Walker's freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
For opening kickoff, he takes the ball to the house. He returned the kickoff 104 yards. And I was in the stands, but I'll never forget it. But Georgia's a great place to watch football, but not as good as it is tonight.
Yes.
Because Penn State is bringing it. Auburn's coming up to Happy Valley, and it's going to be a whiteout, and I'm telling you, it's going to be nuts.
That's going to be a great game. I got friends who are up there for that game who go to Penn State. They're looking forward to it. They've been tailgating all day. They've been at College game day. They've been sending me pictures. They look like they're having a great time, and I think that's going to be a great game.
Who do you like tonight?
I think Penn State comes out. I think it's a relatively close game in the first half, and then I think Penn State pulls away in the second half. I think they're the better overall team.
By the way, the quarterback for Auburn, Nix, his record on the road is dismal. It's like 2-something. He's like really an underachiever on the road.
He looked lost last year in that Auburn offense. He did not look like he knew what was going on. And I've seen Auburn fans saying he's been working out all summer, but he just hasn't proven himself yet.
All right, Ryan, give us your prediction for the Eagles-Niners tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We'll be drinking at the Lincoln tomorrow.
Can't go wrong there. I say Birds 27, Niners 16.
27-16, Eagles with the W. Ryan, I want to thank you so much for taking
having me
to come into the Rant booth and get it off your chest. We love it, man. And come back and see us again. We're broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk at Ocean City at All Campus. We're on A2D Radio, powered by A2D Radio on all the major platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV. Come on up and rant with me for 10 minutes. Get 10% off anything in the store, cornhole games, hats, college pro, you name it. Owner John Coyle has it. And John, it was good to hear from Ryan, who's a Philly, he's a Philly fan.
Yes, he is.
True and through. And he's got the Eagles winning 27-16.
I don't think you asked him, but he's not a Phillies fan through and through.
No.
No, he is not.
Philly.
He's an Eagle guy.
And that's it?
He's a Mets fan.
Stinking Ryan, get your butt up here. No. So Brian Daly says, "What's up,
What's up,
fam?"
Bri?
And hi, Brian. And he totally agrees with the poll. I think
Yes,
this
sir.
was. You know what? How can you not?
No, you have to agree. I mean, the guy has literally carried this team through all the bad times and us just hanging around 500, hanging around. The only reason we were hanging around 500 is because of him.
You know what I noticed about Bryce Harper and his at bats? His bat speed. It's late September, and his bat speed looks like it's picking up.
I mean, did you see the double that he hit the other day? An inside fastball at 94, and he somehow got the bat head to it, muscled it out into the gap, like the warning track out in center right, and hit a double out of it. There's no other player in the league that does that.
By the way, since joining the Phillies, Gene Segura is hitting .385 with 21 extra base hits against the Mets. 8 homers, 23 runs batted in 33 games against the Mets.
So he's in the beginning of the year, you were a Gene Segura basher.
Only because of his defense and his hustle.
Okay, all right.
Not because of his bat.
The guy's always been around a 300 hitter.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
But he hasn't been able to stick with teams, and I think it's because of the knock on him as a maybe individualist instead of a team person.
A jokester instead of a serious player.
Yeah, doesn't run out stuff, doesn't, you know what I mean? Doesn't look, when you're playing in Philadelphia, what do we want?
Hustle.
100%
hustle,
effort, determination, grit, and he doesn't display that. Now, he's been playing really well. When you play the way Gene Segura's been playing, nobody's going to bother you.
No, 100%. I 100% agree. If you're going to go out there and hustle and then match it with the skill that Gene has, he can be a special player here, especially here in Philly.
All right, let's get our second ranter up, John. We're going to talk with Gabriel here in a few seconds. He wants to talk about the Phillies. And why not? Because the Phillies are only 2 games behind the Mets, the stinking Mets in the the Braves in the NL East. We got the Mets tonight, Game 2. Aaron Nola's on the hill. And let's welcome into the Rant booth, Gabriel. What's up,
man? How you doing, my man?
What's happening, brother?
What's going on?
So you're from Summers Point. You're a local.
Summers Point.
There you go, man. What a place to be. It is beautiful.
Beautiful.
You couldn't write a better script for a place to talk sports on a Saturday evening in September. Looking at the ocean, looking at the beach, seeing the people go by. We got all kind of sports on, man.
Yeah, crazy sports. What were you watching today? You saw Alabama?
I watched a little I had more of Notre Dame on.
Yeah.
I took Notre Dame and Alabama to 2-team teams. Now, I don't know what the final score was for the Alabama. Is it the Alabama game go final? I don't think it has.
I took Alabama with the points.
Did you? Yeah. Well,
that's it?
28-23.
Okay, I'm not looking too good.
That's not good. I'm giving 7. Shoot.
Okay, my question of the day.
You're laying 14.
Yeah, a lot. So Bryce Harper. Is Bryce Harper going to win MVP?
Well, we've been talking about that, and in about 5 weeks ago, I would have said no.
Yeah.
But in the last,
how good the team's doing recently?
Let me just say this: in the last 56 games, all right, the Phillies. Bryce Harper is going off. He's batting .354.
33 homers.
He's got 33 homers. The guy's unbelievable. Just in the last 56 games.
Right.
He's been tearing a cover off the ball. If you look at the people that are in competition for the MVP, Tatis. I mean, he's got 39 home runs.
What's he batting?
He's batting 289.
Okay.
And he only leads in two categories: slugging percentage and home runs.
But listen, I think
Bryce Harper leads in 4 or 5.
I think it all matters on how your team does. They want to see your team success.
Well,
so if Philly can make the playoffs and they can lose first round of the playoffs, I think Bryce got that. But listen, Tatis,
Soto and Freeman are the only other people that I really think have a chance.
I really like Freddie Freeman.
But if you look, I mean, Freddie Freeman leads. He leads in games and plate appearances.
Ben 300,
and that's it. I mean, he doesn't. He's a middle of the road in every category.
Harper's got a 2-run war over Freddie Freeman.
That means 6 games. That means he brings in at least 6 wins with the way he plays.
Yeah, I think Bryce Harper's too good. I think he's got it, man.
So if you look at right now, do you think the Phillies have a chance of taking the Braves and
I think the Phillies
are
better. I think the Phillies are better than the Braves. 100%. They got it.
You think the Phillies are better than the Braves?
100%.
What scares me about that is their inconsistency.
Yeah.
The Phillies are very inconsistent. They make too many errors in the field. And you know what their albatross is? Their bullpen.
But look at their lineup right now.
30 saves.
Oh, 38 actually. 33?
No, it's 30 right now.
Oh, okay.
Still 30.
But think about it, though. Doable at 1. He's, batting 250. He's doing all right. Segura's batting 300. I heard you say earlier he's batting 380 in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
Harper. They got a new first baseman. I think they kicked Rhys Hoskins out of the picture.
You think Bamboo Brad is going to be their first baseman? I don't think so.
What about Rhys Hoskins?
Well, he's hurt, so we'll never know. I mean, but
what about JT? Move JT to first.
Rhys Hoskins, he was leading when he went out. You remember, he was leading the team in home runs.
I don't like him.
You don't like Rhys Hoskins?
I thought Rhys Hoskins was an MVP candidate a couple years ago, and I could not say that this year.
Well, I got to tell you, we don't know. We're not going to be able to make that determination because he's out. So you got hurt.
But now JT is the best catcher in baseball.
I would agree with that. Defensively,
our bullpen sucks.
Offensively,
JT's
had a problem a little bit. He hasn't been.
I think he hurt his hand.
Yeah, he's dealing with some injuries. I'm not sold because of the bullpen and their defense. You want to win games in September and October. You're pitching, your bullpen and your defense has to shut down. Like, you have to have shutdown innings, and they haven't had the ability to do that.
Yeah, but now the Braves. How consistent are the Braves?
Well, they're more consistent than the Phils. They have been. Remember, the Phillies have been up behind the Braves. I think it was at middle of July. They were behind the Braves by 5.5 games. And between then and now, they've only been able to pick up 1 game, 2 games on these guys.
So why is Muncy in the talk? Just because his homers?
Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine
he's hanging.
But he's,
he ain't leading in one category.
His average is 256. His OPS.
And he's on the best team in baseball.
Yeah, but he's on the best team in baseball.
Who's going to win it all this year? I think the Giants got something for the Dodgers.
I want the Dodgers. If I had to pick a team, I don't like.
I hate the Braves. I don't like Gabe Kapler.
I don't like. Actually, I can't. I don't disdain San Francisco.
They're good,
but
I like
Kapler's
Crawford.
there. I like Crawford. He's the only guy I like on that team.
Hunter Pence?
Well, he's not.
Hell no, he's not there. I like the Rockies.
I like the Dodgers because the Dodgers have a lot of big names. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my boy Chase Petty, though. He's from my high school. He's on the Twins.
Is that right?
He's like 3 years younger than me, but he got drafted, I think, 25th overall last year.
Okay, yeah, I went to that Mainland Ocean City game this year.
He throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And another kid Finnegan, I know he's committed to Vanderbilt. He ain't going to college, though. I've
had Finnegan on my, I have a show on ESPN, The Locker Room. I have a sticker there for you.
Oh, yeah, dude, thanks.
Every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on 97.3 ESPN.
Finnegan's a good kid.
I've had Finnegan on my show.
Yeah, I had a homer off him when I was like 15. I got him to sign the baseball.
Is that right?
Because he was like my height back then. But
no, listen, Gabriel, you an Eagles fan?
I'm a Steelers fan.
How did you become a Steelers fan?
My parents are from Eagles fans, and I don't know. I fell in love with that Santonio Holmes catch. You can call me a front runner.
Yeah,
I was little when they were playing the Cardinals.
Well, you don't remember when they were the
Mean Gene? Nah, hell no.
Listen, I'm older, and that was a very impressive defense.
I think with Najee this year, it really gives us a run game to kind of explode a little bit. I think so. He didn't do anything week 1, but we still beat a Buffalo team that we lost to last year. Yeah. We got a really young division, which scares me. Our quarterbacks in the division, Burrow, Baker, and then Lamar, it scares me because we don't got nothing in the future.
Right. The future.
But who knows, though? We can always grab some guy from Bama, but the thing is, Pittsburgh's always above 500, so it's hard for us to get one of those top 5 picks.
That's right. I got to be honest with you. When I go to the Eagles games, I always see, no matter who we're playing, I always see Steelers jerseys.
Always. Just because they're such a credited organization.
Well, they've been one of the better ones. They've been one of the better ones. But let's hope the Philadelphia Phillies can make a run here and get a win tonight. Let's get the Braves to lose the Giants.
I got a prop bet for the Eagles to win under 7.5 games.
Under 7.5.
Under 7.5.
I got them winning 8 games this year.
Wow.
I got them going 8-9.
You got them winning the division?
No. I have the Cowboys winning.
Cowboys are good. I like CeeDee Lamb.
Much as I can't stand them, I still have the Cowboys winning. But they're Randy Gregory's out. They've got who else? Who's the other guys out? The Cowboys. They've got 3 major. DeMarco Lawrence.
I like the wide receiver from the Eagles though. He's pretty good. Devontae Smith.
Yeah. Devontae's a Heisman Trophy winner. You can't discount him.
You can't.
But after the Eagles' performance on Sunday in Atlanta, I got them winning. I think they can beat the 49ers. They're decimated. Already at week 2, they're decimated with injuries.
So listen to this, though. At the beginning of the year, it was 100-1 for the Eagles to win it all. Last week it moved up to 80 to 1.
Did you put your prop bet in?
Heck no. But you can get it if they beat the 49ers. I bet you it's going to shoot up to probably 30 to 40 to 1. If they beat San Fran, for them to win it all, it's going to shoot up.
But just think if somebody bought it at 100 to 1
and then they
put
sold it
and then sold it on prop
yeah,
slot.
You would make a little bit of money.
All right, Gabriel, man. Listen, thank you so much. We really
appreciate
it. There he is, Gabriel. He's from Summers Point. He's a local, and he's a big Phillies fan. He thinks Bryce Harper should be the MVP, and he thinks the Philadelphia Phillies will win the division and make the playoffs. We're broadcasting live up here at All Campus, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City. We're on A2D Radio on all the major platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV, Instagram. Come on up, talk sports with me. Get 10% off your hat, 10 minutes with me in the Rant booth. Get it, whatever you have, whatever you want to talk about, we're the platform for you to do it. Right up here on the Boardwalk. 10 minutes with me, 10% off anything in the store. John Coyle's back here with me, John.
Yeah.
And we just had a Phillies fan. Gabriel said that the Phils are going to win the division.
And I believe him. I've been believing the whole time.
Gotta believe,
I'm
right?
a believer.
Gotta believe.
And you just got to stay true. We have the weaker schedule. You got to believe that we can beat these weaker teams going forward. And it looks like maybe we turn the corner. I'm not getting my hopes up too much, but maybe we have turned the corner on it.
Now, Mike Parker says Bryce for MVP. No doubt about it.
No doubt.
If you look, and Gabriel actually made a good point. You look at the lines. I mean, you look at Muncie. He's not leading in anything.
No,
Why is he even in the conversation?
I mean,
he's on a winning team.
He's on a winning team, and he is having a good year.
Well, he's batting 256, but he has 34 home runs.
Compared to him, he's having a good year, right? And I think he's playing above and beyond his norm. So, I mean, he deserves to be in the conversation, but nowhere should he ever get a vote.
No, I think right now, if the season were to end today, I'd have to say Bryce Harper would be your MVP.
I think it's got to be Bryce. Yeah, I mean, I think it's got to be Bryce.
Now, Wheeler pitched really well last night.
Yes.
You
hope that's a turnaround, yeah.
I mean, now he's, 13 and
7?
13 and, 13 and 8. No, 13 and 9.
13 and 9?
Yeah, 13 and,
okay.
And he has turned it around his last couple of outings. People said, he's got a dead arm and this, that. No.
Well, I thought he did hit a wall.
Velocity was still there.
Yeah.
His arm strength is still there. He ran into
his location was a little bit off, but it wasn't horrible. I mean, it was Cy Young still material. Yeah.
So you just bummed me out with that score, that Alabama score, man.
Yeah. Was that a final?
How much time was left in that? It was at least 7 minutes. I need Florida to go. I'm laying 7, man.
So I'm not a big college football guy.
You're not?
I like it. I just don't follow it as well as I follow other stuff. There you go.
There you go. Well, wait. Is that? Yeah,
that's 8.
31-23. I'm giving 7. So
you're
it's right on the number.
You're up.
No, I'm 8. That's 8.
Yeah, you're up.
All right.
But I do, and I know you follow college football pretty well. But what about Florida State, who's getting shellacked here? They're already 0-2.
They're 0-2.
They're 0-3 now, and Miami getting beat today again.
Miami's not a good team.
No, I mean they've been ranked.
But
right?
I think like I told you last week, it's not the team that was the '80s team.
Well,
the
no,
90s
of
team.
course not. But
Miami's a small school. I mean, you got to remember, it's not Miami's got about 4,000 students.
Correct.
They're a small school. Not that matters. Obviously,
they still do recruiting well,
right? But it's not like you're in Alabama or Auburn or Penn State.
No,
I mean, this school's not that big.
But they've been a perennial top 25 for a long time, and now.
Well, guess what?
Now it looks like they're going to be out of the rankings, definitely.
What's their coach, Fernandez? What's his name?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think. Look, college football ebb and flows, with the exception of one school.
Right, you're right.
Alabama.
Yeah, Bama will never be bad.
And that's what I like about college football. You know we got that one dynasty that I don't. I mean, after a while, I'm getting tired of Alabama.
No, so am I. I hate that Bama keeps winning.
Yeah.
I hate it. And maybe Nick Saban leaves. Maybe that changes.
Bobby Bowden was with Florida State for many years. He just passed away.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. But, now it's time to turn the torch to other teams in the ACC.
Well, it won't happen until the coach is gone.
Right.
Right. And I don't know. Saban might have, another 5 years? I don't know. But you hope it's once he's done, it would be ending, yes.
let's get to the. I know we're gonna watch the Phillies today.
Oh, yeah.
Get the Phillies on. The Philadelphia Eagles are 3-point underdogs at home.
3.5, I believe. Yeah.
I'm not convinced that the odds makers are
Okay.
they're just all the money was probably going to San Francisco.
Later, but yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? And that's
definitely.
probably why it stayed. That number's kind of stayed there. But if you look on paper,
I think it's 3.5, right?
it's 3.5.
Yeah.
If you look on paper with the injuries they have, and the fact that as well as the Eagles played last week,
Right.
I don't know why that number hasn't shrunk.
I think it will shrink. I think it will get to 3. By kickoff, it'll be at 3.
Why would it even be at 2.5?
I don't think he'll go to 2.5. Everyone, I think everyone will jump on the Eagles at that.
I'm telling you right now, I'm taking Eagles -3.
Are you?
At 3.5, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I
They're
mean,
going to win the game outright.
I'm going to play devil's advocate again, and I am going to take San Fran, but in a close game.
What's wrong with you? He's got Eagles.
I don't know.
Way.
I'm all eagled out.
Hey, fam.
I'm all
Fam,
eagled
doesn't
out.
make any sense.
It
He's
doesn't.
all eagled out. He's got an Eagles hat on. He's got an Eagles shirt on, and he's taking the 49ers.
Yeah, listen, a realist out here, and I got smacked last week for it.
You got embarrassed last week.
I hear you.
You want to get embarrassed again? Let me.
I hope I get embarrassed.
See, you know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Here we
doing
go.
what I used to do with the Phillies all summer.
No, I'm not.
You're
I'm
playing
not.
devil's advocate.
I'm not.
You're picking them to lose, so you hope that you get egg on your face.
I'm not. I mean, I made a money bet on them to win under the 6.5, right? So I put a money bet on that.
Is that a big bet?
Yeah.
No wonder why you're picking them to lose.
Yeah.
You got your fingers and toes crossed.
Well, and here we go. I'm going to give you a little bit of the meat and potatoes, as you like to say, of why I believe that. Last week against the Falcons, we were all shocked, right? And Jalen Hurts looked great, but all right.
I would say shocked. I would say pleasantly surprised.
Okay. All right. Yes. Very surprised. But the offense that they ran, to me, was a simplified college offense. Tell me what pass he made besides the one touchdown pass.
The one to Goddard.
The one to Goddard. What pass was
a
really
nice
good
passes to Quez Watkins?
Come on, stop it! Not you can't call a screen pass a good pass.
Hey man,
all right.
Look, so here's what here's what a good coach does.
Okay,
a good coach will put a game plan in a system that fits the players, not the players fit.
Now
the
we're talking, right? Now we're talking, and you're right.
At least he's got the brains, the football IQ to see what type of talent he has and play to their strengths.
He was amazing with the RPOs, making the right reads, tucking the ball when he had to and running, tucking the ball and throwing, and then handing it off to Sanders or Gainwell, whoever was in. I thought he made the right reads on that. All right. But, again, they were pretty college-esque with their offense.
Look, I don't care. Does that bother you? The bottom line
It doesn't bother me. I just think it's going to be figured out. It's going to be figured out.
The bottom line, and maybe when these teams, maybe you're saying, so what you're saying is they didn't really show them too much. It was a watered-down offense.
No, I think this is what the offense is going to be. I don't think there's another level to it. I think this is it.
Well, see, sometimes people try to make it a tougher, more difficult game than it actually is. All right, you go.
Okay.
You play to the strengths that you have. All right, you don't try to overcomplicate things.
Right.
Listen, the more the players got to think, the less time they react.
No, I am in agreement with you, and I'm not taking that away.
It doesn't matter at the end of the day, as long as he's completing 77.1% of his passes. And
now you know that's not going to happen again.
And he throws for 3 touchdowns. I don't care what kind of offense.
You know that's not going to happen.
How do
again.
you know?
That's not going to happen.
You know what the one thing, the key, there's three things that the Eagles need to do. 3 things that the Eagles need to do to beat the 49ers.
Okay.
Misdirection and screenplays. Because you have a defense that's playing cover 3, and when you have a front 4 that's overly aggressive, the only way that you can beat them is misdirection and screen passes. Okay?
I agree with the screen passes.
If they don't turn the ball over, all right, if they don't turn the ball over,
okay,
and they don't commit penalties.
I mean,
last week, they had 14 penalties for 89 yards.
A lot.
That's not going to cut.
And that was the first half.
That was
right?
10 of them were in the first
right.
half.
That was the first half.
That's not going to cut.
Second half, they cleaned up a lot.
Right. If you need, and also a couple things about the coaching. While I thought that Nick Sirianni and the coaching staff had that Eagles team prepared to win, prepared to play, even though they didn't play, the starters didn't play in the preseason, a lot of penalties, a lot of illegal procedure, things like that, timing stuff.
Right.
All right, I get it. They cleaned it up in the second half, and they played better.
Yeah.
But you know what Nick Sirianni did was the fact that this team was aggressive.
No, I do. I agree that I think the coaching staff for the Falcons had a great game plan. I'm going to love to see what they do against the 49ers and see what kind of game plan, because I don't think this quick-hitting screen pass offense is going to be sustainable.
If you have speed, which Quez Watkins and
which we
Devontae
do.
Smith, we do. Speed, you can't tackle speed, right? If you got speed players that can get off you get blocking downfield. By the way, I was very impressed with some of the downfield blocking for the wide receivers.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
issue that I had that Sirianni's going to have to reevaluate when he went for 4th and 4 and a 4th and 2 and didn't get them. And the reason why he went for it because analytics said
it's a good call.
Guess what?
Right.
Sometimes you got to throw that analytics out.
It's hard to not take points on the board.
I could see going for it. The one field goal would have been a 55-yarder.
Right.
All right, maybe, but not to give me.
No, I'm always one. You don't take points off board.
Not to give me.
Yeah, you always keep points on the board.
Would have been a 30-yard field goal. Take it.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that luxury against the 49ers.
Well, and again, that comes back to is that because it was the Falcons, or is this what we are? I'm not sold that this is what we are. I'm not sold that Jalen Hurts is a 70% completion passing guy. I'm not sold that he's a 300-yard guy.
James Williamson says, I'm sure he didn't show everything. Well, how can you show everything in one game?
No, you don't show everything.
And by the way,
but you don't show the playbook. I'm saying you showed what style you are.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. Look. By the way, another statistic, James, that you might want to be interested in looking at is the fact that Sirianni and the offensive coordinator did one thing that Doug Peterson never did.
What's that?
Got away from the run. The disparity. There was 31 runs and 32 passes.
Right.
So it was 50-50 basically.
I don't know
this ratio.
I don't know this stat, but how many did Jalen Hurts have? How many rushing attempts did he have?
I think he like 7.
Oh, okay. So not many?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Miles Sanders only had 15 for
but
74 yards.
That's kind of where I want him to be.
I wanted him
15
to have
18 touches.
But my point is, Doug Peterson would have been lopsided. I mean, how many times last year did I say on my show, The Locker Room, every single week,
right?
Run the ball. The key to win is run the ball. Heck,
right.
When we broadcasted live right in front of your store with Ken Dunnick, and we had all those
every week it was that topic.
Every week, run the ball. And what happened? Every week he got away from it.
Yeah, we would start off hot and then get away from it. Yeah, and it looks like Nick Sirianni is not doing that. But let's see what happens if that offensive line gets hurt.
I want to say the Eagles rushed for 150 yards, 120.
I bet say 175. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But my point is, there were 31 runs, 32 passes. That to me is a balanced attack.
It is.
And if you can, when you play against a reaction or aggressive defense like the 49ers, the way you beat them is through misdirection and screen passes.
It's also easy to run the ball when you're up 28 points.
Well, that's not a lot of those runs were. Not a lot of those runs.
There was never a moment in this game where we were in trouble or
thought. First half?
You never thought we were out of it. You never thought it was to the point where you abandoned the run.
What was the score after the first half? It was only like 10-7, 10-6. I mean, what was the score?
Was it? Yeah. 10-6?
Yeah. So why? I mean,
so what? So you're only winning by 10. You're not abandoning the run.
They made adjustments at halftime. Another positive thing that we can put
that's
our fingers
the most
to.
positive. Yes.
Right?
That's the most positive thing is when we get into the locker room and it was a close game. We cleaned up the things that weren't working and went real heavy with the things that were working.
By the way, Rob Brinkman just chimed
What's up, Robbie?
Dougie P didn't believe in the run, and I don't think the Eagles as an organization
Didn't believe in the
run.
offensive
But
line.
guess what? Nick Sirianni's the new sheriff in town, and he makes the call. And I got a feeling that he's smart, and he's going to do what it takes to win. Where like Peterson would try to get a square peg in a round hole.
Okay, I mean,
I think Sirianni's.
He also brought us a Super Bowl.
I think Sirianni's going to try to sand it down and make that square peg round.
He also brought us a Super Bowl.
Got lucky.
So now we got Billy Schweim saying the Super Bowl was lucky.
They caught. Listen,
come on.
Look at that season.
Dog
faces, Nick Foles, a backup quarterback.
Let's say destiny. Let's not say luck.
All right, let's say destiny.
All right.
And then they played their best game against Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Right.
They put it together. Think about it. They still scored 33.
Oh my God! Yeah,
33 points against this.
We still were scared with the Hail Mary at the end.
Right. So all right. Let's just say team of destiny.
Okay.
Doug Peterson won, but he won because all the stars were aligned. Everything they caught fire at the right time. But you remember the dog faces that started.
That carried us,
because they were home dogs throughout the whole playoffs.
The whole play, every single game. Yeah, and I mean maybe that's what it is this year, right? Everyone picked us to lose, right? I think we posted it up on A2D on Facebook and Instagram and everything the other day. Every single Fox announcer has picked San Fran.
Yeah,
every single one. There's not one person that picked the Eagles. Now, I hope to say I'm picking the Eagles, but I'm not either.
I'm picking the Eagles, and I picked them on my show today on 97.3 ESPN. Tomorrow, I'll be on the air with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News, and of course, our fantasy football guru will be a part of the broadcast. But guess what? I'm leaving.
You're bouncing out early.
I'm bouncing out early.
I'm
going to get in my car. I'll be out of the studio at 11, and I'll be in my seat at about
right in time
12,
for kickoff.
12:40, 12:50. I'll be in my seat.
There you go. Right in time.
Hopefully,
for
I'll
kickoff.
see the flyover.
That'd be impressive.
There's nothing like a flyover.
The national anthem's a thing for me. I never want to miss the national anthem.
They get two national anthems, don't they?
I don't care. I want to see the national anthem.
John, you should care.
I just want to be in my seat for the national
Stop
anthem.
being apathetic. You got to take a stand on stuff.
All right, back to the sports program.
Except for one thing. For the life of me, why? If you knew that you were going to pick the 49ers,
right,
why would you wear Eagles gear today?
I'm still an Eagles fan. I still love the Eagles.
Even after last week's
just because
you're
you
still going to pick them to lose?
I mean, you saw me in fantasy football. I picked the Cowboys, and you guys all bashed me for it.
Yeah, I can understand. Listen, as dumb as I wouldn't do that.
Right.
As dumb as that is, but it's not picking against your team. You're saying
I'm not betting against them. I wouldn't bet against them. Are you
going to make a bet tomorrow?
You're going to stay away from the game? I'm going to stay away from the game.
But you're still predicting the Eagles to lose.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, let's hear from our family here at A2D.
There's got to be other ones out there that are picking San Fran.
Is picking the 49ers to win, and he's got an Eagles hat on and an Eagles shirt.
And come buy your Eagles merch, guys. Yeah, I'm not a believer in Jalen Hurts, and it's that plain and simple.
Steve, how can you not? I mean, after that performance, 77.1 pass completion rating, 126.4 quarterback rating, no turnovers, 3 TDs. What more do you want?
I want to see it against San Fran. This is the first test. I want to see it against San Fran. I want to see. Give me 3 passes over 25 yards. Give me 3.
I think Sirianni's game plan is going to be completely different than the Falcons.
You know what? Here's another thing.
Did he have one pass over 25 yards?
Did you hear this? Did you hear this? Give me one pass over to. He likes all the show, the fireworks.
It's not the show.
Remember that show? Remember that show, Love American Style, with the fireworks to be going on? That's what John wants. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's a matter of what the finished product looks like. If you get the W, I don't care if you ran the ball 32 times.
Do you think
and you won
can win?
6-0.
Do you think you can win the Super Bowl with that offense last week?
The offensive line look. These games are one up front, are they not?
Yes, they are.
If the Eagles can stay healthy, doesn't the
top
whole
5
league?
offensive line.
The whole league agrees that this is one of the best offensive
top
line,
5 offensive
if not
line.
the best.
Yes.
So if they stay healthy, why not?
I don't trust the weapons. All right, I don't
We
trust
got
the
a Heisman
weapons.
Trophy winner. We got a quarterback that went to Alabama to play in a national championship game. And then he went to Oklahoma. We've got probably two of the best tight end tandems in the league. We got an offensive line, and we got a defense that's gotten a lot better than they were. Right, we were 4-11-1, but
I don't trust them.
in this league, you can turn it around in 1 year.
Yeah, no, you're right, and that's been proven. Like I think Dave said last week, especially in the NFC East, where there hasn't been a repeat winner for a decade, or I don't even know.
I think 15
right?
years.
Yeah, even longer. So yeah, you're right. There is a lot of 1 year wonders, or
I think by the end of
things
this
could come
broadcast,
happen.
we'll have you picking the Eagles tomorrow.
I'm
going to convince you. Let's look at the defense, because the defense didn't even blitz last week.
No, and that's
even
good.
Blitz, so they didn't show anything
That's
there either,
good.
John.
Yeah, the defense really played out, and I think we're getting McLeod back this week.
Rodney
I believe.
McLeod, and I know Landon Dickerson's back.
Landon Dickerson's back. Yeah.
Brandon Brooks was he was limited in practice all week because of his knee, and there was reports out. I read in the newspaper and other locations that Landon Dickerson was lining up at right guard or left guard or right guard this week.
Right, and I'm okay with that. Right, that's what we drafted him for.
The guy's supposed to be an animal, a beast.
He seems like, and he was one of those guys coming into the draft that I thought if he didn't have that knee injury, he's a mid-first rounder, right? He was one of the top 5, if not 3, offensive lineman prospects coming out of that draft. But it was the knee injury that dropped him to us in the second.
By the way, the 49ers didn't blitz at all last week either. They ran a basic cover 3.
Right.
They ran.
Well, that's their scheme, especially hurt.
Guess what? They're going to have to blitz. They're going to have to decide whether they spy on Jalen Hurts.
Right.
They're going to have to decide to send a few people to disrupt what the Eagles are trying to do. And I think it could go one. Look, they could go back and bite him in the ass.
I don't know. I think it's going to be the edge rushers, right? If we can control the edges, I think we'll be okay.
And listen, keep in mind the Niners played
Detroit,
yeah. And got Jared Goff, and they hung 33 on them.
It was.
They put 33 on them.
I got it, but to me, it was a give me 33 because they were so far ahead. It was like
you saw my co-host on Saturday, Scotty McKay.
Right.
Let me ask you. You know what he says? I think it's asinine, but that's him. If you have a running back, and we were talking about Miles Sanders, who has a 4.6 something
yards per
carry, but he has like 1 or 2 breakaway runs.
Right.
And the rest of them are, if you took those away, the rest of his stats would be 2.2. I'm saying it doesn't matter. It's all part of it. It's all part of it because he has that ability to break that long one at any given moment.
You're right.
You got to put that into the equation. You can't just discount and say, that's the only reason he's got a 4.6 rushing average.
You can say the same thing about our defense, right? We got shellacked in the first. I mean, how many yards did we give up?
Right, we gave up 124 total.
But we didn't give any points. So
that's rushing yards anyway.
Does that mean more than the yards? Right, and that's what I'm saying with San Fran.
So give me a bend, don't break.
Yeah, and I think San Fran did that. Right, they were up so much. Second half, Jared Goff was just slinging it all over the place. They were playing, prevent defense, and they put up some numbers.
So the San Francisco 49ers have been away from home for 2 weeks.
Right.
When they go home next week, they got the Packers, and the following week they got Seattle.
Yeah, you hope they're kind of overlooking us a little. Right? You hope they're kind of overlooking us a little, and that's definitely a concern. Now, especially with the injuries, you're losing some real key players, mainly the secondary. And let's see if we can take advantage of that. I think are they having two rookie corners starting?
They're going to have whoever fills in for Verrett is going to be a rookie.
I think there are 2 rookies starting for them. I believe.
So you trying to tell me that you don't think that Jalen Hurts has a strong arm? Is that what you're saying?
Strong arm. I mean, he's average. I don't think it's a strong, accurate arm. No. I don't.
You know who won a couple championships? Wasn't a great quarterback, but got the job done. Was Billy Kilmer. Never threw a spiral in his life. Sonny Jurgensen. You go back.
Stop bringing me up the 40s.
I'm just saying, man. You have the quarterbacks need 2 things. Got to be a leader, have an innate ability to
and he does
anticipate, and see the field.
Right.
A field general, if you will.
Right.
He has that.
100% he has that.
So what he lacks in arm strength, he makes up in other areas.
So I have said that. I don't know if I said it to you or said it in a previous. What I took out of it positively is what he lacks in skill. He made up for decision making.
But see,
and his decision making was on point.
I don't think. I think anybody that says he doesn't lack skill or athleticism. He went to Oklahoma and Alabama.
Oh, stop it!
It's not like he went to South Dakota State or Delaware.
So no Alabama quarterback's been bad.
No, but that's not the point. The fact is that when you play
almost every Oklahoma quarterback's bad.
Well, they haven't been good, but that doesn't. But I'm saying the quality of athlete that Saban has brought in.
Right. Athlete, college,
but he's
athlete.
But he's more than just an athlete. He's got great quarterback skills, a
very
quarterback's
smart.
mentality. He's a smart player.
He's a very smart player, and I just don't believe an RPO system will sustain in the NFL. You saw Miami tried it 3 years ago. It fizzled out.
Right.
Hey, honey. Giants are better. No way.
Giants are 0-2 for the fifth year in a row. Giants are 0-2 for the fifth year in a row.
Sorry, guys. We got interrupted by a Giants fan.
By the way, Rob Brickman chimes in. Sean White chimes in. He says Saquon Barkley is finished. He wants that Hollywood life. Frank Vesky checks in. What's up? Frankie? He agrees with the poll. And he's also hoping for a big W. Hey, Frank, I don't know, your buddy here, John Coyle, is picking the 49ers to win while he's all decked out in Eagles garb.
I'm all eagled out, and I'm just not – the heart is not there yet.
So the head and the heart are like in two separate paths.
Correct. Yeah.
We're broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk at All Campus, 1028 Boardwalk. Come on up and join us. Hey, it's a beautiful night. A lot of people walking by. We're at All Campus. We're in the Rant booth powered by A2D Radio, and we're on all the major platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV, Instagram, you name it. We're on it. And, of course, John, you got some great hats in here, man. Let's talk about the selection of hats because you got MLB on the one side, you got college on the other, and you get the pros mixed in all throughout the store.
Yeah, we got one whole side, and I don't know if anyone's ever been in the store, but it's a pretty big store. One whole side is all college. We got over 425 colleges in the store.
I guess you pride yourself on having these obscure colleges because this is a vacation destination.
Correct.
And people come down here to vacation from all over the place.
Yeah, and then you have people that come in all the time and go, "I guarantee you don't have my college."
And you do, right?
And I say, "Test me. Let's go." Yeah, we have them. And then they are forced to buy them when they have them.
So we got a great inventory. Like I said, we're broadcasting here. We've been doing it all summer long at All Campus on the boardwalk. 1028 Boardwalk. Come on up. Talk to me. We're in the rant booth. People can rant, whatever it is they want to get off their chest.
Not about your ranting now this week, though, all right? We had all positivity coming this week.
John said he needs some new hat, or Brian said he needs some new Eagles hats, bro.
What do you need, man? I got you. Let me know.
Keep them coming in. Why don't you subscribe to A2D Radio, the platform? Hit the like button. I mean, we got a lot of viewers, John. Did we have a lot of viewers?
Yeah. I mean, A2D is starting to really grow here in the Rant booth. We're starting to show the love, and we really appreciate it, guys. This is just an absolute fun concept, fun atmosphere to be in, to come up here in a sports store, watching the sports games, talking sports. This is what guys like us live for.
We love to do it. We love to talk sports, and we like to talk to people that are up here just, milling around, walking up and down the boardwalk, get them involved, and just see what the people have to say.
Yeah, and that's the best part of it because it's everyone. Like, we just got a little 6-year-old girl just came up here and gave us the old "Go Giants," and that's the best part is because they see it out here. They see you all in the Eagles gear. They see you all up here, and they want to get their little jabs in.
By the way, let's talk. I alluded to this at the beginning of the show, and we talked about the NFL in general, about how the NFL brand over the last week in a game has been really unbelievable. And then you look at a game like the Giants and the Washington football team. that game was exciting. But how about Daniel Jones getting into it with Galladay?
Yes, yeah.
I mean, they was yelling at him, and he apparently was targeted.
Wasn't targeted.
He wasn't targeted. He was
Right.
targeting someone else who dropped the ball a couple times.
Right.
But to have that type of dissension, and look, I know in the heat of the moment things are said, but it's not good optical.
Especially to the starting quarterback who pretty much, not that they handed him the keys to the franchise, but
he can run.
Seems like he's going to be the guy moving forward there. And then to have the new big shiny toy that you bring in for him this year, and for them to start butting heads early in the season.
And how about this?
Whew.
How about the look on his face?
Oh, yeah.
Reminded me of who?
Don't say. Are you talking?
He had that dumb Eli Manning look on his face.
Yes.
I mean, that's the first thing I noticed. I'm like, no way. I mean, the Giants can't
he was tall by him, so
the Giants can't get away from it. Their coach over the years was who was the coach? The redheaded coach. Who was? Give me the last couple coaches.
Not Jason Garrett's there now.
Before that, no head coaches. Tom Coughlin. How about the looks on his face every time something went wrong? How about when Deshaun Jackson, the miracle in the middle age straight?
Yeah.
Right? Did you see?
How did you punt to him?
That dumb look on his face, like how'd that happen? And then Eli Manning. I mean, and I saw that show with him and his brother.
That's good, wasn't it?
I thought it was great.
It was great. I mean, we were talking about it at my house
the
before last week's show, and that they're good.
Peyton and Eli Manning have a great concept, a great show.
Yeah.
It was on the dude,
ESPN Plus, right?
No, I think it was ESPN 2.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was right next. It was 8:51.
Okay.
The Comcast.
Okay.
But the channel. I mean, you just click down, and a lot of times the network was at a commercial break, and they were diagramming plays.
It's awesome.
So I really love the concept.
And I told you last week I'm going to be watching them doing the game.
Yeah.
Because I really think that they are two entertaining guys.
Now, I like Eli Manning. I thought did a really good job. Eli Manning is more entertaining and more funny and more understandable without that helmet on. When he's on that field, he looks like a dumb jackass. Yeah. He looks like he's special ed.
Right.
I hate to say it, but I mean, he's just got that puzzled look on his face, that dumb look.
Like you got slugged a couple times.
A scared look.
Yeah.
You know?
We call him the duck and chuck guy.
Yeah.
The man ducks and chucks.
And Daniel Jones had that look.
Yeah, he did.
So that bodes well for the Eagles because
I
had the Giants
them blowing that game.
I had the Giants going 6-10. I think or 6-11. I think after watching them, that might be a gift to them. They looked horrible.
Well, I mean, they handed them the game. They had the game won multiple times, right?
Brian said that was great.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and look, I say that kiddingly in jest. I don't want to insult anybody.
Right.
But Eli Manning isn't an entertaining guy on the TV
he's
on
great.
the show. That was great.
He was great. And that I think I'm going to continue to watch them.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of everyone's all into the red zone now. I'm all into Peyton and Eli.
And that'll just be on Monday night, right?
I think it's just Monday nights, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that. We're up here at All Campus on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Boy, I can see a beautiful full moon rising. We're here. It's about 7:05, 7:06, something like that. Yeah, and we're obviously the sun sets early here now.
Yeah, it's starting to set a little bit
early.
early.
It's football season.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with that.
You get a little bit of chill in the air tonight.
What a beautiful day on the beach today. People are walking up on the boardwalk. Come on in. Take a few minutes to come in, talk sports with me up here on the boardwalk at All Campus, 1028 Boardwalk. We're on A2D radio. We're on all the major platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV, Instagram. It's the Rant booth. Great concept, John.
Yeah.
And we've been having so much fun. It just seems like the weeks have been flying by.
Time just flies by. Every time we come up here, we're both a little bit tired. It's towards the end of the day, and we're like, man, we're going to go to 8:30 today? And it's like, maybe.
Yeah.
And then by the time we get on the headset and we get rolling, 9 o'clock, it's already here.
Well, I stay with you on Saturdays.
Right.
And, I get home from what I have to do. My show airs on ESPN every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. By the time I get back to your house, about 2:30, I'm wiped out.
You're dead.
I get
you knock on the couch.
I sit on your lazy boy chair, and it has arms that come around and grab me, and I'm out snoring. Huh, John?
You're out.
Was I snoring today?
You're out. Yep. Yeah, I hop in the shower. I get ready for the show. I come up here, and you're still sleeping.
Hey, Porto Rock says he looks like he chews crayons with a helmet on.
Oh, come on, guys. Getting a little bit
A
mean.
little personal.
He is definitely a fun guy, and I think he doesn't take himself too seriously, which actually makes it a little bit better for the show.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's funny. You see somebody. I've known a lot of professional athletes while they're during their playing days, and their on-field persona isn't necessarily how they are off the ice
field.
or off the field.
Right. Yeah, 100%. And Eli and Peyton both, I think, are that. When Peyton's on the field, he looks like a no-nonsense killer. But when he's off, he's a funny dude.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. What did you make of what did you make of the Redskins, Taylor Hinkie? What do you think of him? Because he impressed me. Coming from a small school, where'd he go? Where did he go?
I'm not sure where he went.
He went to a small college. I'll look it up.
But
no notes, but I'll still look it up.
I'm not going to say he impressed me to where I think he is the franchise guy. But he's serviceable. He's serviceable. They really like him, right? I think Rivera went and got him from Carolina, right? And had him there.
He went to Old Dominion.
Old Dominion.
That's not a big football program.
No,
that's even smaller than South Dakota.
Yeah, not at all. But I think they really liked him coming up into the NFL, and when he became available, they went out and got him. And he
played in Tampa last year.
Right. He was with Carolina, right? With Rivera, I believe. Yeah.
Heineke was at Tampa last year.
Right.
He played against Tampa Bay in the playoffs. Yeah.
Right.
Well, listen. We had Brian Baldinger on 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Brian told you what Brian said, that he thinks Washington is the team to beat in the East.
Right, and I think that the odds say that too.
And you look at the Cowboys. And the Cowboys with their injuries and their COVID. Randy Gregory, he's COVID.
Right.
They've got some significant
Their defensive
people
line's a little hurt.
Yeah, I mean, they could get out of it. They got the Chargers tomorrow.
Correct.
And that's a 4:25 game out on the West Coast.
Right.
That's not an easy game for them.
No, that's not an easy game. And the Chargers look pretty damn good there week one, slinging the ball around. And we know Dallas gives up a ton of passing yards.
Yeah.
So Herbert could have a real big game out there.
So, I mean, the Eagles right now are in first place at 1-0.
Okay.
And if Dallas loses Sunday, their next game, and the Eagles win,
2 games up on Dallas.
They'll be 2 games up on Dallas. Now,
yeah.
Then you look at who's coming to town or who the Eagles play. They got the Cowboys the following week.
Right.
That game is going to be huge.
It's going to be huge for Dallas, I'll tell you that.
It's going to be a huge game.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be huge for Philly. If we lose, we're still a game up. But
no, right. That's what I'm saying.
It's huge for Dallas.
That's why this game is so important for the Eagles. They have to win this game tomorrow.
I mean, come on. Listen,
they need to win this game because
if you put expectations of them winning the division, then yes.
Their next 5 games are tough.
Right. I don't think it's a must-win because I don't have expectations of them winning the division or making the playoffs, right? If you're a guy who says, hey, this is a team that can contend, well, then yes, tomorrow's a must-win.
See, I have them going 8-9, and I said they're going to finish tied for second with Washington.
Right.
So I don't really have that. My expectations at the beginning of the season were not that
big.
Not that big.
Right.
But as the season goes on, your expectations change.
After week one?
After week one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they played really well.
Right. They did.
You don't give them any credit because, number one, you had them losing. Number two,
right.
You've got
the
them.
Falcons.
You've got them in a prop bet at losing 7. You took the under.
Right.
And you're keeping your toes crossed if they lose because you want to win that big money.
Right.
And the fact that they're young and you don't like Jalen Hurts.
The fact that it was the Falcons means something also.
In the NFL, you don't have to apologize for who you play. You beat the teams you got to beat. Here's the thing.
Right.
It wasn't like they gave up 33 points to a anemic Atlanta Falcons offense. They shut them down.
No,
They shut
you're
them out in
right.
the second half. They won 32-6.
You're right.
What
You're
more
right.
do you want?
I want to see what they do against Debo Samuels, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle.
I'm not worried. Bring it on. Kittle's the only one. You know who's the only one I'm really
Okay.
worried about? Because they lost Mostard, right?
Right.
He's out.
Right.
I'm only
Yeah,
I'm
Mitchell
worried.
looks pretty. It's Mitchell, right? I think he's
And
looks
I
pretty
know
good.
Garoppolo is 23-5 as a starter with the 49ers.
Pretty good record.
But guess what? He's coming into link with
Right.
with the fans back in the stands,
Yeah.
with the noise. And guess what? Our front four, I'll put up against any front four in the league.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you.
And with all their
I love our
injuries,
front
John, with
four.
all their injuries, with all these factors that are coming to play, you need to take the Eagles tomorrow.
Let me ask you a question. Minus the injuries, do the Eagles win this game?
Say that again.
Minus the injuries, if everyone was healthy, 100%, 100%, do the Eagles win this game?
I would not be as convinced, as confident
Okay.
as I am today.
All right.
Because unfortunately, you can't blame it on injuries, but you have to take them into consideration.
It's part of the game.
The fact that they've been on the road for 2 weeks and they've got the Packers and the Seahawks next week, I think plays into it.
Okay.
I think that Nick Sirianni and we got Porto Rock. He said the fact that Sirianni ran the ball more than we did last year. Both lines are healthy. We're good to go. I can't agree with him more because I'll put up our front four defensively and our offensive line against any offensive line and any defensive line in the league, including the 49ers, including Washington Redskins.
Right.
I think we have a good team. You keep going back to last year's 4-11-1 debacle with all the injuries, 14 offensive line combinations, a dysfunctional quarterback, a coach that, frankly, he won the Super Bowl. It didn't seem that
he
his
looked
head
out
was
of
in
place.
it.
Yeah.
COVID, they weren't playing in front of fans. No, I think
so. You think this team's good?
I think because they came out in game one and impressed me with the way they played, with the way they were coached. Yes, I am feeling a lot better that they can beat the 49ers.
Okay.
I had them losing, like when in the beginning of the season when you look at
when we did the schedule.
Yeah, when you go win loss. I had them in that as a loss.
Right.
But because they played so well
you're
against the
switching
Atlanta
to the W.
Falcons, and because 49ers are hurt, and because Jalen Hurts had a 77.1 passer completion rating and only got hit once.
So I mean, my man
turned the ball over. I'm feeling a lot more confident than
you're buying
I was.
some juice.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
drinking it.
I'm not buying. I'm not drinking it yet. I got the cap open.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Here's where I am with the Gatorade. All right, the juice. I got the cap off, and it's right here. Because I'm telling you right now,
if they win, you're putting it down.
If they win tomorrow,
you're putting it down.
If they win by look, first of all, they're 3.5 point dogs.
Yeah.
If they win the game outright,
right,
and if they win, say by a touchdown,
that's a big win.
Guess what? I'm starting chugging the Gatorade.
You're putting it down. I like it. I like it. I think
because then
I'll tell you what, I will change.
And on top of it, I'm going to give it one step further. If the Cowboys lose to the Chargers,
oh boy, you're doing a dance.
If the Cowboys lose to the Chargers and the Eagles take care of business at home at Lincoln Financial Field at 1:00 tomorrow, and I'll be in the stands, I'm going to have them pick to beat the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football.
All right, you know what, Bill? I'm changing my tune a little bit.
There you go.
I'm changing my tune a little bit.
Johnny. There you go, my brother.
I'm feeling it a little bit now. You're changing me around. You're bringing me to the winning side.
You're damn right I am.
You're getting me pumped up. You're making me
feel
it.
I am.
And I let's go, Birds.
Let's go, Birds.
Let's
John,
go,
come on,
Birds.
man. Look at that, Steve. It took a little while, but he's coming around. It took a little while. He's coming around. Peter Evans says he's leaning towards the W tomorrow. How can you lean? You got to be in a 3-point stance, Pete. You got to put the chin strap. Tighten it up, right? Get that 3-point stance and go after it.
It's going to be a fun game.
It's going to be great. The fans are going to be losing their minds. People are going to start drinking at the Lincoln.
Here it is. Ready, Bill? Watch this. Steve, you working tomorrow? Can you work tomorrow? I want to go to this game. Come on, baby.
Well, the only way you're allowed in attendance if you pick up your sportsbook app.
I'll put a bet on them. I'll put a bet on them.
All right, that's it.
I just got a text. That's my mom. You ain't leaving.
Hey, listen. John doesn't have to go to the game, but you have to You have to take the.
I'm all in, man.
We can't have any negative juju here.
I'm all
No
in.
negative juju.
Yeah,
right?
I hate Jalen Hurts so much, though.
Why do you hate him?
I just,
How do you have any hate for a Philadelphia Eagle?
I just.
No, listen. When Donovan, all right, let's put things into perspective.
Okay, all right.
When Donovan McNabb
Right.
when he was drafted, remember the draft?
People were I was a booer.
I was not a booer.
I was a booer. I wanted Ricky. Give me Ricky.
I did too, but I wasn't a booer.
Right.
If I was in attendance of that thing, I probably would have just said, because like Sirianni, when they hired Sirianni to be the coach, and he came out his press conference, I thought he came across as unprepared, not
the
sure
limelight was a little too big.
Yeah, and I was like, when he came out with the rock, paper, scissors
and
all that stuff, I was critical, but I wasn't hammering him, saying he's not going to be any good. This is pipe dream, was it?
Right.
You know what I said? Let's give him a chance. I mean, I don't like what he said, and I think it could backfire real easy.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to bury him. I want to see what he does. The same thing holds true for when McNabb, when they drafted McNabb, and people booed him, and they went off of the reservation. I sat there and go, all right, they got McNabb. Let's see what he does. What he can do. And then when McNabb, every week that he played, I had that feeling that we were going to win.
He got better and better.
He got better and better. But,
best quarterback in franchise history, in my opinion.
Then he got to a certain point where he regressed, and he never got us over the hump.
Correct.
All right? Throwing balls behind receivers,
throwing
balls in the dirt,
yeah.
Doing dumb things. Then his personality, his
the whole
his
TO
actions.
thing. Yeah.
So and not being a true leader.
Right.
Because he was a great athlete.
You're right.
But he wasn't a great quarterback.
Well, great leader.
Wasn't a great quarterback.
Okay,
wasn't a great quarterback. They had to dumb down things. There's a lot of stuff that has come out,
right.
which I saw, but I didn't have any proof.
Right.
Jalen Hurts does not have any of that.
No.
Jalen Hurts,
he's as much as I say I hate him.
So how can you? That's what I'm saying.
The thing that I do like about him is the work ethic and the football IQ.
He says all the right things.
He does. He does.
John, he says the right things. He has the right attitude. The players love him. You're not going to see like a T.O. wanting to fight him.
No. It seems like everyone galvanized around him.
He's a team leader, and you know what? I'm telling you, I don't know how you say you wish I didn't hate Jalen Hurts, but there's nothing to hate about him. Nothing at all.
I don't believe in the skill. That's all. That's it.
So Porter Rock said, "Cost us T.O. I can't stand puking nab."
So when I made my statement about McNabb, you kind of looked at me. You don't think he's the best quarterback in franchise history?
In franchise history.
5 championships and a Super Bowl in a row?
He didn't win the Super Bowl.
No. But getting us there?
Unfortunately,
I would take that every year.
I thought he was safe.
Philly started. All right.
We're watching the Mets. The Mets Phillies.
Right.
Odubel Herrera looks like he just beat out. The umpire called him out in a bang play.
He's staying there.
Well, let's see what happens. They got to replay this. Let's take another look. It's a chopping ball to first. Alonso fields the ball, throws to the pitcher, but then Ty goes to the runner. Watch.
He's safe. He's safe.
Ty goes to the runner.
So what we've been noticing he's safe.
Safe.
But what you've been noticing in the MLB, I don't know if you've been watching a lot of it lately. There you go. They're not going to overturn the call. They're not overturning calls because they don't want to look stupid umpires.
Well, they're stupid.
And that's been happening a lot.
Porter Rock says Randall was better than McNabb.
No.
Had way more talent. You know what?
Maybe he had more talent, but he wasn't better.
Hey! Solo shot, Gene Segura, and the Phillies take a 1-0 lead. It should be 2-0.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
2-0. Looks like we have a ranter. Come on in. We got a ranter in the rant booth. We want to talk Eagles, and why not? Everybody wants to talk Eagles. We got a big game tomorrow in the at Lincoln Financial Football Field. First home game. First time in 2 years that the Philadelphia Eagles will have people in attendance. And let's welcome in Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
You got
Adrian. I can't read Steve's writing.
It's all right.
How you doing, Adrian?
I'm good.
I guess you hear that a lot, don't you?
A few times.
Yeah.
A few times.
So
yes.
you're from Lancaster, which is about an hour outside of Philly?
Yeah.
Hour and a half?
Yeah, about an hour
You
and a half.
You get it down to the link to watch the games?
Yeah.
I think tomorrow is a huge game.
Absolutely.
I think with the fans back in the stands
Yes.
for the first time in
Yes.
2 years because of the COVID, there's going to be a flyover. The Philadelphia faithful, it's the first time that the fans are going to be in there to inspire the players. I think last year's 4-11-1 mark was a combination of a lot of things.
It was.
Injuries, no
Yeah.
enthusiasm, playing without any fans. So I feel pretty encouraged from what I saw in game one.
I'm all in.
You're
I'm all in. I'm
'Cause
all
look at
in.
John, the owner of All Campus here.
Yeah.
He's all eagled up. He's got an Eagles hat on, and he's picking the 49ers to win the game.
He needs to learn what's up with this team.
Right. So
You watched that game, right?
Adrian, you watched the game last week?
Yeah.
All right, tell me what you just don't. I don't want you to think about last year.
Yeah.
I want you to just take us through what your thought process is after watching game one, and then reading about the injuries and the report going forward for the Eagles on Sunday. What are you thinking?
Well, the big thing that I, as an Eagles fan, watching last week, I mean, you saw our lines, and we always talk about this. You build your foundation through the lines.
Right. The games are one up front.
Exactly.
Right.
And last week they dominated that, and they're healthy.
They're healthy.
Last year they were not healthy.
14 offensive line combinations.
Exactly. Last year they were not healthy. This year they are, and it showed. And I honestly think they're just going to keep building on that. Last week, first game of the year, they're just getting into it. Second game of the year, they're back into it. I feel that defensive line's going to dominate, because the 49ers, they like to run their all over the place kind of deal. And that exactly.
Defense, and they've got some great athletic defensive linemen, but you know how to counterbalance that is misdirection and screen passes, misdirection. Let them over pursue all they want. We got Jalen Hurts, who has great escapability.
Yes.
And I think that from watching game one, his calmness, he was well prepared. I thought
Absolutely.
He didn't panic. I thought he played a great game. And like John, the owner of All Campus here,
he was saying he hated. He hates him.
Jalen Hurts. Like, what is that?
So let me break it down for you, John, wherever he's at.
John, even your customers are giving you a hard time.
So this is what? What was that? His fifth start of his career. Of his career. So, I'm watching that game last week, and, maybe he missed a couple of those 20 to 25 yards. That's going to be his weakness. That may be his weakness. But if you can see, I mean, his touch on the ball is really, really good.
Absolutely.
Way better than what we've had. Way better than what we've had. Even McNabb struggled with those touch balls.
That's right.
So
he wouldn't need balls or the dirt behind them over their heads.
Exactly.
He almost got Fred X killed a couple times.
Exactly. But so what I'm saying is, right. But what I'm saying is, that was his fifth NFL start.
Right.
So it wasn't too big for him, and he's going to keep getting better. Is what I'm saying. Like, he's going to keep getting better. Now, will he take them to the playoffs, the Super Bowl? We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet.
Still out.
So,
but you're encouraged with what you saw.
I'm encouraged with what I said.
Here's the thing. I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, true Eagles fan, I don't have any animosity, any hate for anybody that doesn't deserve it.
Right.
Like when Donovan McNabb wouldn't stick up for T.O. or, there was a leadership question of his leadership abilities. When you see there's smoke, there's fire, something wasn't right.
No.
Then he remember that dance he did.
It was so weird.
That was
so
weird. That was
so
just flat out weird stuff. Then you start to question, like, what do we got here?
And
Jalen Hurts is not.
I was a huge McNabb was my guy.
Was he?
Oh, absolutely. Like growing up, like he was my first. Someone in my 30s here. He was kind of the first guy that I really followed. Exactly, as an Eagle. So I really loved him. But what I see different about Jalen Hurts is someone who guys, they're all rallying around this guy already.
And that's
the
mark of a true leader.
His fifth start.
I was telling John, to be a quarterback, you have an innate ability to be a leader and galvanize a team through your leadership.
Absolutely.
And to be a quarterback, you have to have intangibles that you just can't coach. And he's got it.
And one of the things I really like about him, I mean, we talk about this.
By the way, Porter Rock thinks you look like Lane Johnson.
Hey, way to go. I love it. I mean,
We got a guy who
Lane
says you got Lane
Johnson's,
Johnson on
I
the
look like
show.
Lane Johnson. I'll take that. I'm
wish you had
only
his
I'm only
pocketbook, right?
5'10", and I'm not nearly as strong as Lane Johnson. Yeah, there we go. But you know what? I appreciate that. But the thing I like about Jalen, we talk about this with quarterbacks. I mean, he has some physical tools, but above the shoulders.
Yeah.
It's above the shoulders, and that's everything.
Hey, we're broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey at All Campus 1028. Come on up and talk in the Rant booth with me. We're on A2D radio. We're on all the major platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV. Come rant with me here in the booth. You get 10% off any purchase you have in the store here at All Campus. What a great store. You got a great selection of hats. I don't know if you're.
My kids are grabbing hats. Yep, they're all grabbing hats.
And I got to tell you, John has a great selection of
he really
college
does.
hats. So when your boys get ready to go to school, now you know where you come and get your hats. I mean, we've got hats. We do a segment called Stump the Schweiner. That's my nickname.
Oh, is that what you're Schwanger?
And
all right.
Here you get I have a show on ESPN.
Oh, nice.
The Locker with Billy Schweim every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And but we do a segment here called Stump the Schweiner. They bring college hats out here, and they try to stump me. And guess what? Every week they stump me.
Every week.
He's got such a variety of colleges. Hats I've never seen.
So when my boys, hopefully someday, are making your selection to where you're playing, we'll come here.
Come here.
We'll come here.
Or you just point to what
school you're going to go to.
Right, there you go.
I love it. That's great
so
stuff.
So are you by the way, so you're from Lancaster.
Yes.
Are you Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, and Sixers?
Oh, all four. All the above.
How about your sons?
Oh, definitely.
Because
they're all in.
All summer long, Adrian, we've had a number of our youth come in here and ran with me, and I say, "Are you guys a 4 for 4?" And they went, "No." They like one guy likes the Eagles, and then the other guy he'll like the Eagles, and they'll like the Knicks, and then
unreal
the Penguins. I'm like, what are you? They're like all over the map.
You got to be 4 for 4 if you're from Philly.
So
come on now.
At least it's comforting to know that you're raising your boys
the
right way. All right,
that's right. 4 for 4.
4 for 4. Eagles, Flyers,
Let's
Phillies,
go.
And Sixers.
Let's go.
That's the only way to be. I say that anybody that grew up in this area that's a Cowboy fan, they just had bad parenting. It's a character flaw.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
So many things wrong with that.
All right, let me get a prediction from you, Adrian, before I let you go. What's the score tomorrow? Who wins the game?
Well, the Birds definitely are winning, and I'm going 29-24.
29-24.
Yes.
So the spread is 3.5.
Right.
You got to win in the game outright. I love it. And then how about a prediction for the season, like 8-9?
I'm going 9-8. I've been talking 9-8 for a while now. My wife and I have been talking. She's a huge Eagles fan too, Emily, and we've been going back and forth. Between is this a 10-7 or a 6-11 team? And I'm going 9-8.
Yeah, all right. I love it. And by the way,
that.
just to let you know, the owner here, John Coyle, he took the unders in his futures bet. We're keeping our fingers crossed that he uses
John.
that one too.
All right. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks for
Go
coming
Birds.
Emily, it says Emily, you coming on with me for a second? Come on in.
Go in. Yeah.
I got a couple questions for you because we don't have very rarely do we get women to come up and participate, but we're going to have Emily sit in here, and we're going to get your prediction because your husband gave one. Yeah. Now, Emily, welcome into the Rant booth.
Nice
you're from Lancaster, which is only about an hour away from Philadelphia.
Yeah, I grew up. He brought me to Lancaster. I grew up in Souderton, Lansdale area. So,
okay.
Yes.
All right, so your husband says the Eagles win tomorrow against the 49ers, 29-24. The Eagles are getting 3.5 at home, this point spread.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband has them winning the game outright. What's
I think they're going to win the game outright as well.
Give me a score.
Oh, boy. Okay. 21-3. I'm going to go 30-21.
30?
That's close to Adrian.
30-21.
Yeah, 30-20.
Now, who is your, right now, 30-21?
Yeah.
Emily, who's your favorite Eagle?
Right now, my favorite Eagle.
And kind of like, there you go.
I think I have to go Brandon Brooks, actually.
Brandon Brooks, and that's not a bad choice.
Yeah.
I mean, look, your husband alluded to this. The offensive line, these games are one up front.
Yeah.
And Brandon Brooks is a main cog in that offensive line. If he can stay healthy, Lane Johnson can stay healthy.
I love those two together.
Kelsey, who's just, he blocks somebody, he sheds that block, he goes off and blocks somebody else and gets another guy down the field.
Love it.
I love it. And, of course, Jordan Mailata.
love him.
Is that an unbelievable story?
I
mean, that's-
love that he seems like
Yeah,
the kindest
he
person
pancaked
off
that
the
one
field.
dude,
Yes,
right?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the meanest guy on the field. He's like he's got that mean streak that I didn't know he had in him. You know, he came to us and he was like playing the guitar and
Yeah,
like the
right,
sweetest
right.
guy, and now he's like
So
pancaking
Emily,
people.
let me ask you a
Yeah.
question. What's a Sunday like at your house on an Eagles Sunday?
Oh.
What do we do? The whole gang. You guys watch the game
Yes,
together. As a family?
absolutely.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
we play football at halftime. They hardly
Ah.
they just are like
It's right out of the
it's
movies.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
right out of like
Yeah.
so like, and then after, so if it's a 1 o'clock game, you have maybe dinner, like dinner's ready right
Yeah.
after,
Yeah.
and the kids then they get ready
Yeah.
for school.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
It's great.
So
Love
let's
it.
hope. So let's hope we get a night. By the way, what's for dinner on Sunday?
Oh, we're down here, so I don't have to cook this week.
Oh, okay, you're off the hook. Are you guys watching the game down here tomorrow?
We sure are. Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
You gotta get a nice place to watch the game.
Yes.
Yesterday's or maybe one of the Josie
Can't
Kelly's or Charlie's Bar.
Can't wait.
A couple places in here.
Yeah.
But all right. So Adrian has 20 Eagles 29-24. Emily, mom has the Eagles 30-21. I like your predictions. Let's hope. Let's go Birds, and let's hope you guys are right.
Hey, thanks.
All right. Thank you, Emily. There he is. AGLES Eagles. And we're here at All Campus. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. Listen, you can feel the enthusiasm growing. See, John, you got to be an Eagles fan. I don't care. You got to pick it. You got to be all in, like Adrian said.
I'm not all in, but I am in this week.
You're in this week.
I am in this week.
All right. Porto Rock says the Eagles are going to go 10-7.
I just don't know how it changes after 1 week, guys. I just
Chris,
don't see it.
My sister chimes in, getting ready for Auburn, Penn State. And
yes,
now,
let's go.
My great niece goes to Auburn.
Oh, so who are you rooting for?
My nephew's wife went to Auburn.
Who are you rooting for?
We are Penn State.
There we go. and we're talking about all this stuff. We got Aaron Nola. It looks like he's throwing a pretty good game right now. It's only 2 outs, but
yeah. Let me get back
good.
real quick. My niece,
okay.
great niece Hannah, is a freshman, and he just mowed him down.
Yeah.
He just got, was that Lindor that he
yeah.
just struck out? So the Phillies are up 1-0 at the end of one. Aaron Nola after 1 inning
looks good.
Don't get me see.
Looks good.
He looks great always in the beginning, and then if he gets to the 5th inning,
here we go, Jalen Hurts guy who looked good for 1 week.
I'm not negative like you, John Coyle.
Here we go.
Hey, that was fun. We had the whole family
that was
come
great.
in, and you know what? That's what it's all about.
That's what we do this for. That's what we do this for right there. It brings sports brings people together. Families, friends, people you don't even know.
So they have
a
a great dynamic. They got 3 kids.
Right.
They watch the game together as a family.
Oh.
Then they have the dinner and they get the kids ready for school.
Me and my boys.
That's just
that's what I do.
You're like my 3 sons with Ed McMurray.
Yeah, it's me and the boys. We order pizza, get the shrimp out for the pregame, and we watch the whole game together.
By the way, Mr. Wing just says, don't let Nola and the Phillies suck you.
Oh, stop it.
Well, listen,
stop it.
Mr. Wing, here's the problem. We are Phillies fans first and foremost. And, yeah, they are going to suck us back in because we're only 2 games behind the Mets.
We're there.
And guess what? If we beat the Braves, and if we can beat the Mets tonight and Aaron Nola can put together a nice pitching performance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be sucked in.
I'm all in. I'm all in. All in.
It's September 18th, for Christmas sake. But we're watching Phillies baseball. You're darn right they're going to suck us in.
After a bit this is what did it for me. After a big win, as much as I was down on the Eagles, a big win last week.
Look at that.
Right?
He's singing a different tune, Eddie.
No. the poll question today for us is Phillies. Right? That means something. That holds a lot of weight.
I think what Mr. Wing is alluding to.
He doesn't want to get his hopes up. That's what it is.
Yeah, because we have been hurt.
A whole decade of hurt.
But it's like a girlfriend that you just can't break up with, right? She's got that something about her that you can't just break up.
You can't leave.
You can't leave her. She does something
Still
stupid.
look at the pictures.
Yeah. Right? You're crying in your bed in a fetal position because she went out with someone else.
Yeah.
And yet, she calls you up the next night, you're right there. That's how the Phillies are. Now, Mr. Wing says they keep crap in the bed when it counts. Yes, they do. But guess what? If it
We're
was
still
always,
there.
But if it was always easy,
Right.
it wouldn't be fun.
No, 100%. And you're right. We crap the bag in big moments. We don't win the big game. We don't beat the teams we're supposed to. But we're still there. We're still in it. We're still rooting.
Now, Mr. Wing also chimes in Sixers playoff PTSD. Now it's the Phillies.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I got a feeling. I want to make this observation.
All right.
The Sixers are different because the Sixers we expected with the lineup that they have. The Sixers were expected,
especially
to beat
after the regular season that they had.
That's right. When you have a generate. By the way, John, Steve,
stop it.
This guy's been on the wrong end of every single equation.
We're not doing it.
We're not doing it. Don't get it.
Says the guy who put the fork in the Phillies last week.
Says the guy that was in love with the generational player who stinks. Says the guy that
who they didn't trade, who's coming back.
You don't think Jalen Hurts is an NFL quarterback because you don't think he can complete a ball?
Don't think he's there.
All right.
I haven't been proven wrong yet.
The Phillies. Who don't you like in the Phillies?
I love everyone on the Phillies.
All right. Okay.
I'm not complaining about anyone on the Phillies.
All right.
I've been behind Nola.
Flyers. Anybody that you don't like?
Not that I don't like, but I am a little skeptical. Not skeptical, but I hope Carter Hart can turn it around.
I think he will. Let's give him an opportunity.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it seems to me, especially with the Ben Simmons thing, you were like, how can I say this? I was so
against him.
What's the word I'm looking for? I was so
adamant,
disappointed with the people in the know, basketball people, shoving something down our throats that you didn't see. Like, you look at something, you see the sky's black.
Right.
And then somebody's going to tell you, no, that sky is yellow. Look right there. That sky's, and you're like, what are you talking about? It's yellow. Like Ben Simmons, we're told he's a generational great player, but you look at him, he can't shoot. He chokes in the playoffs the last 3 years.
Can't shoot and won't shoot.
It doesn't matter.
The bottom
line is we're told about a guy's ability. He's a generational player.
His ability's there.
John.
His ability's there.
My man stinks.
6'11".
Guy stinks.
That does what he does. That's a generational player. There's no one else that can do it. There's no one else that can do it.
Embiid's a generational player.
I give you that. Oh, maybe. Okay.
No, he is.
He might not even be the best center in the league right now.
John.
He might not even be the best center.
Ben Simmons gets to the playoffs 3 years in a row and absolutely stinks.
Joel Embiid gets to 3 years in a row and doesn't win.
All right, but Ben Simmons is not a generational player. I'm sorry. And all those people
maybe he's not.
I had basketball coaches on my show. I had former players on my show. I mean, people that I'm like, you guys know basketball better than me and better than anybody else, and yet you're saying this? I just don't get it.
He's an all-star, though.
The same as I don't get you with your disdain for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. Jalen Hurts impressed the hell out of me last week.
He impressed the hell out of me,
I don't care who
too.
he played.
He impressed the hell out of me.
He did. Right.
I just don't think he can sustain that offense. I don't think it can happen week after week.
I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised this week.
I hope I am.
You're going to bet the Eagles.
I will bet the Eagles.
Take the 3.
I will.
They're
you know what? I'll put it in right now.
Take the 3.5. They're going to win a game outright.
I'm putting them in money
By
line.
the way, we didn't take. I think
them in money line.
Did the Penn State game start?
No, yeah.
So, it's already 7:30. I had to get my bet in.
I thought it was 8. Is it 7:30?
I think it's 7:30. Let's see if I can get this bet in.
It still hasn't started yet.
By the way, who won the Alabama game?
Alabama won by 2.
Oh, there it is.
Are you serious?
The Schweim jinx is back. Oh, we got Gapper. Who was that, Clutch?
You got to be kidding. They won by 2? Son of a biscuit.
Sounds about right.
So now I'm not even getting my last bet in.
You want to do Stump the Schweim while we got a little bit of a lull here?
Let's do that.
All right. You want to grab the hats? We'll do Stump the Schweim.
All right, Penn State -4. I'm taking it.
Get it in. I love that bet. Love that bet, by the way.
$15.
All right, Ralph, are you popping in?
I got it in.
Let's do this.
All right, Ralphie's here. All right, let's go. We're going to go.
I got a -4. It went down.
-4.
Yeah, it was 5 earlier. Yeah. All right, Ralphie, how you doing, buddy?
Good. I'm doing good.
All right, Ralph, we're going to show you the hat first, and then he's going to turn it to me. Here we go.
Okay.
This is the absolute easiest one, but I
By
just
the way,
want
if
to
you
highlight
don't
it.
get this one, you're fired.
Yeah, I just want to highlight this one. It's a beautiful hat.
Alabama, baby.
Alabama,
Crimson
baby.
Tide.
Beautiful hat, though.
As Bamboo Brad steps in,
All right.
clubbed his 19th home run last
Yes,
night.
I can't with this guy. It's crazy. This one's a little easy.
Oh, East Carolina.
East
East
Carolina,
Carolina.
the Pirates.
There we go. All right, now we're starting to get a little bit tricky. here. I think we showed this one 3
Is that, oh my God, that's where Dion coaches at.
The
Is it Jacksonville State?
State
There
University.
you go.
Good job,
All
Ralph.
right. Here you go. This is a tricky one.
Central Michigan.
Whoa! He just spitted that one right out. Yes.
Wow, what's their mascot? What's their
4
team
for 4. I don't know. I don't have it on here. I don't know.
Jeez, I'm not going to get this one either.
Yes, you will. Stop it. Ralphie will get this one.
Akron Zips.
There you go.
The Zips.
There you go. Ralphie's killing it.
The Cyclones.
Cyclones.
All right,
There
you
you
go. See that we I didn't know that. Bill, did you bet against Army today? My sister. No, I didn't take the game. I stayed away from it, Chris.
All right, this one no one will get. There's zero chance anyone gets this.
No idea.
No idea.
Do we have a guess?
Can I guess what division they're in?
No, that's a good guess, though.
What'd he say?
He said Kent. Yeah,
Kent
it's not
State?
Kent State, though.
I have no idea.
They're the Kemp State of the Chargers, right? What are the Lightning Bolts? Kennesaw. That's down in Georgia.
That's down in Georgia.
Near my nephew's house. All right. Stump the Schweim.
Ralphie, you impressed me there, Ralphie.
You're 3-0 the last 3 weeks, Ralph.
Yeah, buddy.
You beat me, man. Army won today 52-21. Who do they play, Chris? Who did Army play today?
Yeah, I didn't see the Army game.
You got Army hats right up there, too, I think.
No, I'm all out.
Oh, you
all
sold
out.
Oh, why not?
All out
Absolutely.
Army hats. Yeah, we sold out of them.
Who did Army play today, Chris? If you can let me have that information, that'd be great. We're up here at All Campus on the boardwalk
There
in
you
Ocean
go.
City. What a beautiful night. What's that?
I'm looking at my sports book that I
Okay.
bet on. I have the Eagles +3, so it has come down.
It's come down.
It has come down.
All right, Army beat UConn today, 52-21.
Oh, that's yeah. They did.
I think
yeah,
Army's
yeah,
what
yeah.
3-0. I think they are. I think Army.
Yeah.
Wow, how about that?
All right, I'm
The,
taking
the Black Knights of the Hudson. So look, Steve, I'm impressed. We got
there it is.
John
$20 on the Eagles.
$20 on the Eagles.
There you go.
Let's look at mine.
Locked it in.
By the way, we get in touch with Dave tonight.
No, I don't think. I don't
You have
think Dave's.
something come
Yeah,
up?
I don't think Dave's going to be able to make it. The college games that he has, the Penn State game. I think he's doing a segment for Penn State.
Let's look at the the NFL. Where's football here?
I'm locked in.
So
Go Birds.
By the way, I got. I took. By the way, I like UCLA tonight. Minus 11 against Fresno.
You're all over UCLA.
Yeah, man.
I
like
stay
it.
away. Yeah, I'd stay away. But are we going to talk?
All right, hold on.
Talk a little Phillies here.
Let me get my Eagles. Hold on.
Oh, you're going Eagles. You're putting yours in right now.
Where's my football? Where's my Eagles? Where's the NFL here on this sports book?
I don't know how to work your thing.
Football.
That's the and I, man, that's the biggest $20 I ever wasted.
You're going to be pleasantly surprised.
I hope so. Get down. Oh, what a play by Nemo.
All right, here we go. Oh, it is 3. I can get a 3 on
you
my
got 3
book.
too. So it's kind of a lot of people are all
So
over
I'm
the
going to
Birds.
put my money where my mouth is.
There you go. Well, you putting a little 20 spot on it?
25.
25. You got to make me look bad?
Yep.
Lock it in.
There we go. Locked
It
in.
is.
We're locked in. All right.
Go Birds.
Let's go Birds. And, of course, the first portion of the show was heavily dominated by the Eagles. But we've talked a little Phillies baseball now that we're watching the Phillies game.
Let's get into it before the Penn State game because we
think
only got one TV here, guys.
Well, we
so
should click.
are we going to switch over? Or are we going to go to the old back and forth technique?
I think we need to. Steve's going to have to stay on top of it tonight.
Steve's going to go back and forth technique? I would say ABC.
I think it's ABC tonight.
Yeah, I would
Matter of
say
fact, I know it
ABC.
is because they advertised it on the.
So it should
news.
be on the plus, right? Yeah.
The Philadelphia Phillies up 1-0 against the New York Mets. They're only in the second inning, but Aaron Nola looks
want
good
to
so
keep
far.
I want to keep watching Nola. I in the beginning of the year, I put a bet in for Nola to win the Cy Young.
Did you really?
I did, and Bryce to win the MVP.
Well, you might get that one.
Right. So I'm hoping. Nola's got the stuff. He really does. He's great, and you hope that it works out for him going into next year and years followed. He's got the stuff. And anyone who said in the beginning and the trade deadline, trade Nola, it's the only chip we got. Trade Nola.
Could this just
Stop
be a down year for him?
Well, last year was a little bit of a down year also.
Right.
But no, I don't think this is what he is. I think he is better than what he's showing now.
Looks like Penn State's they're on the
they're moving.
They're in their own or they're in the Auburn territory.
Going deep. And again, guys, keep in mind we are delayed. We're streaming everything here, so we're a little bit behind. So if you get any breaking news, try not to break it too early.
We're broadcasting live up here at All Campus on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, 1028 Boardwalk. As we do every Saturday, we've been here all summer long. We're taking it into the fall. John Coyle is the owner of All Campus, and John, I'll tell you, it's a great idea, great concept, and talking sports while you're working.
Yeah, and that's the funniest part is these guys who work here with me and come into the shop and look for a job. They say they can't have a better job. You talk sports, you're up here watching sports, and you get paid to do it.
Yeah,
and that's fun.
It's always fun when you do something you love. You'll never work a hard day in your life. Now that was a bad the Penn State, whoever number 3 is. All he had to do was catch the ball and turn upfield. Started dancing. He went north. He went east and west instead of north and south. It cost him a first down.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a turnover on downs here.
Now that's a dumb move.
Yeah,
you got to score first.
Well, you got to get the first down.
What yard were they? They're on the 35, I think.
No, they're like midfield, I think. Right?
No, they're in Auburn territory.
Okay. Either way, are we? I went back to watch Nola.
There we go.
It was their ball. Yeah, it was their ball.
Oh, that was 4th and 1?
That was 4th. Yeah, it was turnover on downs. I'm all in on Nola. You know how I am.
Go Penn State.
Go Penn State, no doubt.
Penn State
no doubt. All over
My
Penn State.
My sister's saying go Auburn. What is she?
No. Come on, stop it.
Well, they're invested, right?
Yeah.
Her granddaughter goes to.
You pay enough money to Auburn.
Yeah.
Go with your heart.
Aaron Nola, he's always had a hard time in September.
Right.
But he's had a hard time this whole year. I mean, he's been hovering around 500.
So,
his ERA has been north of 4.
Let's say, Bill, that we get the wild card. All right, let's just say we get the wild card.
The 1-game play-in
against the Dodgers, right?
That
would.
Depends who wins.
Well, Dodgers or Giants, right. Who we throwing? Who you want to throw?
It's a no-brainer. Zach Wheeler.
Wheeler, no-brainer.
No-brainer.
Who's your second choice if you have to go? Because you might need Wheeler to get you there.
I would go Nola too.
Nola too.
Yeah.
I would probably go Ranger.
Ranger
Suarez would be your number 2.
Wow. Okay.
Gives you good quality innings, and you know he's at least going to get you to the 6th, 7th inning.
Okay.
5th inning struggle.
Yeah.
See,
okay.
Ranger Suarez would be my number 4.
4.
Yeah, I go Zach Wheeler. I go Nola, Gibson, and Ranger.
Okay. All right.
Although Ranger's lefty, right? See, I like that breaking up.
If we win the division, are you rolling 4 starters in the playoffs?
Yeah. It's another strike. 0-2 to Conforto.
You're rolling 4 starters?
Absolutely.
I would just keep on the same.
You don't think about putting a lefty in the bullpen?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think you'd have to 4 to be good.
Okay.
How about the Mets? Look at that crowd for a team that's going through what they've gone through.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still New York. It's still a big market.
Yeah, but they're not going to win a division.
No, but like I said, it's still New York.
Hit him in an 0-2 count. He throws him a hook. Three straight strikes.
Nola,
looks good.
when on, is good.
When on.
When on is good.
That's when on. That was a nasty pitch right there.
One of the best curveballs in the game.
No doubt.
Yeah. We got a naysayer. Yeah. Look like you were shaking your head there. All right,
Hey, we're
all right.
broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New
No,
Jersey,
you're
at
good,
all
you're
campus. 1028 Boardwalk. We're up here every Saturday night through the summer and the fall. Now we're going to extend it because we have such a good response.
Everyone
reviews.
loves it.
Everybody loves
Yeah.
what we're doing, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. We get a chance to talk sports while John works here. He's the owner of All Campus. You got 10 minutes with me in the Rant booth.
Right.
10% off any merchandise in the store. It's a great concept. Get to talk sports while you work. Can't beat that.
No, you can't have a bad night up here. I mean, there's really, you can't have a bad night up here. You're fine. You're fine. Everyone stops and doesn't want to get in front of the TV for us.
This is
It's
the
funny.
night. Now, so we've got a lot of stuff on. We got the Phillies.
Yeah.
We got Penn State, Auburn.
Right.
We've got a couple other good college games on. Would you rather be at a sports bar right now?
Yes.
Or would you rather be on your couch with the clicker?
You know where I would want to be? Honestly, if I had any choice right now, it's Westgate Casino.
Yeah.
I want to be right there in the sports book at Westgate
have
every game on.
How about I forget what casino it was. I can't remember that one casino, but they had the sports. They had the TVs. We're out in the pool.
Oh yeah.
No, you watch every game.
The Golden Nugget does that now. The Golden
here?
No, out in Vegas.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, they got the TVs right on the pool side. It's fun. It's great.
Yeah, man, you could sit there, float on a floaty, and
well, sometimes
watch, you're firing a bet.
Right, if you're with the kids, right, they can stay out on the pool while you're watching the game, and they even what they got the blackjack tables out there.
Yeah,
too.
that's right.
Right, they got the blackjack tables out there with the TVs, the
man.
pool, the whole setup. You can't go wrong.
He's just struck out.
How many strikeouts is that? 4?
Javier Baez, 3 strikeouts in a row.
He's got 4 strikeouts in the game already out of 5 outs.
Wow. Look at this pitch by Aaron Nola. He's on it. It's leaving his hand good.
I could be mistaken, but is the Mets were the team that he did 10 in a row, right?
Yeah, he's.
I think he did 10 strikeouts in a row
yes.
against the Mets.
He tied Tom Seaver against the Mets.
Right. Let's hope for another performance like that.
Well, he looks like he's really he's
dialed in.
He's dialed in right now. Of course, in steps is this O'Neill?
McNeil.
McNeil, I mean.
Yeah. Or Davis. I don't know which one.
No, it's McNeil.
Yeah.
He's batting 249.
That's the pitch.
First strike.
If he throws that pitch for a strike, Nola's unhittable.
Wow.
Unhittable. If he gets that comeback, that 2-seamer.
7 strikes in a row in 3 batters.
If he gets that 2-seamer to come back from the hip to the strike zone on lefties, Nola is the best pitcher in the league.
By the way, this is a nationally broadcast game on Fox.
On Fox, yeah.
Another strike.
It's a big, meaningful game.
Dude, he's dialed in, man.
Another same pitch.
Yes.
Throw it again.
Don't
change.
He's got that tail on it.
It's that 2-seamer that he has leaking back. When he throws that and he's hitting that, best pitcher in baseball.
Wow. And there's the picture at DeGrom. He just gets.
Tell me I'm wrong, fam. Best pitcher in baseball when he has that 2-seamer working.
My sister said Auburn scored first.
No shit. Sorry, no cursing.
We got the Phillies on because Nola's pitching really well.
It means a little bit more. I love Penn State, but this is it for Phillies. Come on.
So Nola has got an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Up
pitch.
and away.
Good spot.
Good waste, right?
Good spot. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
28 pitches through 2 innings.
It's a lot, but it's because it's strikeouts.
Yeah.
It's strikeouts. He's not getting ground balls. He's not getting flyouts. Stop being a doubter.
Did I say that over? I said that over.
Stop being a doubter. Come on. Let's have a good outing here.
So it's 3-0 Auburn right now.
He needs a good outing too because the bullpen's hurting right now.
He needs to get this guy in this next pitch because his pitch count's running up.
He needs to go 7.
That's 15 pitches each inning. That's too many.
Yeah.
By the way, Wheeler was efficient the other night.
Yes, he was.
He had 48 pitches after 3 innings.
He had the one big inning, but that was it.
He was pitching 10 pitches an inning.
Right.
For the first 4 innings. It was 49 after 4.
What, we got any comments there? Anyone to read?
I just told you my sister's chiming in. We're broadcasting live up here. We're watching a Phillies game. Ball 2 to McNeil. There's a 2-2 count. By the way, there's a guy on first base.
Right. Oh, well, I mean, you can't keep everyone off usually. Someone's got to get on. Those perfect games don't happen too often.
Yeah, I just wish Aaron Nola could find it. They were just one starter. I mean, Kyle Gibson's what Kyle Gibson is.
And he's good.
But
Right,
Nola's got to be Nola.
right.
Like, you know what I mean?
If you get a good Nola and a good Wheeler, I feel really good going into a playoff series. With those two guys, especially.
If he's pitching well. If he's not, then
well,
no shot.
Man, if we score 7-8 runs a game, I feel like even with a bad starting outing, we still could squeak out some games. This offense does carry.
Listen, remember was it 2011 or 12 we lost to the Cardinals? Right?
10, right?
2010 we lost to the Cardinals.
That's the last time we were in the playoffs,
Cardinals
right?
Just squeaked into the playoffs.
Right.
And 2010 and
they won the World Series. That's all right.
Base hit.
First and third. No. It's a second base, yeah.
Pete Alonso's on first.
Yeah.
Base hit, first and third, 2 outs. See, this is the thing about Nola, man. He looks really good.
He hasn't given anything up yet.
Then he makes a dumb pitch, and now he gets himself in a little trouble.
Well, he stayed away. He went away from that two-seamer. Why not? You threw a perfect 2 pitches to go 0-2, and you never came back to it that bad. You never went back to it. I don't, and that's, to me, Steve would know even more as a catcher. That's the catcher's fault.
Hey, Brian Wilson just chimes in. He says, "What's up, guys?
What's up,
Hey,
Wilson?
man, we're already 2 hours in, and it seems like we're just
Mowing
getting
along.
started. I mean,
Yeah.
we're just with the passionate sports talk. We've had about 4 or 5 ranters today. On a boardwalk that's been pretty busy. It's a beautiful night.
Oh yeah,
beautiful night for baseball. Beautiful night for football. We get an update that Penn State is losing 3-0 to Auburn, but we're watching the Phillies here.
Care about the Phillies tonight. That's what it is tonight. Penn State wins, Philly loses. It's still a bad night. We need a Phillies win tonight to carry us into the big Eagles game tomorrow.
I was going to say, if the Phillies win tonight, I think
This crowd's going to go crazy.
going to know that. Like, could you imagine if the Braves lose tonight?
What do we got tomorrow?
The Phillies win tonight. The Braves lose tonight. Phillies win. We're down 1.
Right.
With the Eagles going against San Fran tomorrow, it's going to be nuts.
Do the Phillies got a 1:00 game tomorrow? They got a Sunday night game
tomorrow night. They do.
Right, good.
By the way, what a lineup! What a lineup tomorrow. You got the Eagles and 49ers.
Right.
You got the Chargers and the Cowboys.
Right.
And
then you got Phillies.
With the Phillies, you got the Phillies, but then you got the Chiefs and the Ravens.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's going to be a good one, too.
And then you got the Phillies at 8 o'clock, so that game will take you right into the midnight hour.
Yeah.
Anybody that has to get up early, forget it.
Monday's going to be a long day, especially if we win. You're out there partying and drinking. Monday's going to be a rough one.
I think, look up, Steve. I believe the power shooters are flying in.
Did they come down yet?
Well, look at everybody's looking up in the sky.
Oh, they
coming
did?
in.
The power shooters.
So we're up on let me describe the scene here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
So we're here on the boardwalk, and we're looking out on the boardwalk, and everybody has stopped, and everybody's filming with their cameras. Everybody's looking to the sky. I guess it's the Army Black Knights,
Correct.
the Army jump team, Chris. They're for you people in the military. The Army Knights or Black Knights are jumping out of an airplane here in Ocean City at nighttime, and they're coming down with sparklers attached to their feet.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you said the military. Next week, guys, at all campus here, you come in store, we're doing 25% off to all active veterans and to first responders. So all teachers, firefighters, police, nurses, doctors, anyone in the first responding world.
Let me just skip out for a second.
Yep. Anyone in the first responding world, all campus is doing 25% off for you guys in store, all right? So head on up here and come get your favorite team's hat, your favorite team's shirt, cornhole boards, whatever, anything is 25% off. And now Billy's out here with the crowd now, looking up. Yeah, I'm gonna come out there. I don't want to leave the thing all by itself.
Let me get back.
Billy's coming back in, and I'm gonna go look real fast.
So let me describe what's going on here. So we're literally looking out at the boardwalk, and everybody stopped, and Steve just went out front. Everybody's videoing. Everybody's looking up at the sky, and there's the Army parachute team jumping in. I think it's the Army Golden Knights from Bragg, I believe, Chris. But they've got big, gigantic sparklers attached to their feet, and they're coming. It looks like they're coming in right over playland. That is really super cool. I don't think I've ever seen a night jump like that.
So they actually do this every year, Bill.
They've done this every year.
So this is the air show weekend.
No, they had the air show in August.
No.
Yeah, they did.
I think another one. The
Ocean City air show. Right.
Yeah, so they do that tomorrow.
The Atlantic City air show is
correct. The big one. Yeah. But tomorrow is Ocean City's. And they do this every single night before.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah. Every single year they do this.
Yeah,
they landed on the beach already? Very nice, right?
I mean, it's the Army Golden Knights is what they're called. That's what my sister, she knows.
Okay.
They're from Fort Bragg.
Right.
And
yes.
And they, oh boy, I'll tell you what, you got to be here to see this. I wish we could see it because we're in the store.
Yeah.
But
they just landed on 7th Street Beach.
Oh, is that where they're going? 7th?
Yeah.
They don't see. Did they land?
One landed, the other.
Right.
All right. So the Mets and the Phillies. It's 1-0 Phils. The Mets got first and third with 2 outs. It's a 1-2 count. And Nola's in a little bit of a jam
here. A little bit of a pickle.
Because he's already got 38 pitches now.
He's got a 1-2 count.
That's 20 pitches. If he's got to get this guy. He's got to get him.
Yeah, this would be a big one to get because we really need a good 7 innings out of him because Archie Bradley's burned out.
What happened to Ian Kennedy last night?
Kennedy's burned out. I don't think he's even active today.
See, that's why you're so high on the Phillies, but then you say, this guy's burnt out, this guy's burnt out, the defense stinks. They got so many holes. Look, they sucked me back in. I'm a Phillies fan. I want them to win, but realistically, this team, you want them to win the division.
Well, I said that to you.
You want to get them, but I don't think they're
going
to. I mean, to me, I'm going to be satisfied this year if they can win the division. They're not going to win 8 playoff games. There's no way.
Yeah, I agree.
There he goes.
I don't think they really are competing.
So he struck out the sides.
So he's got 5 strikeouts out of 6 outs.
Struck out the sides. End of the second. 1-0 Phils. And we might want to get back to the Penn State game. Here's a Army guy right here.
There you go.
We just had the Golden Knights jump in. Is that what it was?
Yeah, there you go. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate the service. They might.
We got 25% off for you guys today. All right. Yep.
So we're here at All Campus on the boardwalk in Ocean City. Great crowd up here, walking up and down the boardwalk. We got the Penn State Nittany Lions taking on the Auburn Tigers. We got the Phillies and Mets. We got John Coyle Steves here producing the show. Back is Ralphie.
Yep.
Ralphie's doing a great job. I'm telling you, it's just so much fun.
It's just
September and October in Ocean City is
absolute blast. Everyone's still out here watching because I believe they do a little walk through or. Oh, awesome. Very nice.
There's another one more jumper coming down with a huge American flag. And right now we're back to the Penn State game. Auburn has the ball at their own 23. It is 2nd and 8, and the Nittany Lions are losing 3-0. That's not good.
Yeah, and Dave just texted me. He said he might hop on, so I'm on. Ralphie, if you're there, I think Dave might be popping in. Just real quick, just to give us the lines and everything, and because the line moved for the Eagles. So.
Yeah, this is a big matchup, Penn State, Auburn. They're both 2-0.
This is it, yeah.
And this is Big Ten against the SEC.
Yes, yeah, and that's what makes it big. That's what makes it big. Of course,
look at the whiteout.
National anthem.
How cool is that?
National title implications.
I've been to one whiteout game. It's phenomenal.
Oh, I've been to one whiteout game. Yeah. They're actually talking about having 2 this year, right? Because Michigan's coming to town. So there's rumors that they're going to do a second one this year. It's on my birthday, November 13th. I would love to go.
Oh, just missed the ball.
Oh, quarterback.
Nick's just got nicked.
Yeah, he did.
Laura Travis, Nola's a machine because he has to be. He can't trust the bullpen. When you can't trust the bullpen, you have to pitch like the best in baseball.
There is some truth to that.
That is a true statement.
Yeah, there is some truth
to
that. But
he hasn't pitched like a machine this year, and he hasn't shown.
Well, do you think he's over pitching to compensate?
I just think he's all in all has had a bad.
Okay,
he's had a bad year.
Yeah, but I mean, there is some truth into that statement.
That he's a machine.
No. That he needs to have that mentality and that thought process because he doesn't trust the bullpen.
Well, I mean, she's saying he is a machine. She's saying,
Well,
he hasn't pitched like his ERA is north of 4.
Yeah, I don't think she's taking it as a machine. I think she's taking it as a you have to go. He's expecting on himself that he has to go 7 innings to get a win because of this bullpen. And that adds some stress. That means every single pitch is a stressful pitch. And that adds to the arm, that adds to the wear and tear and the mindset of pitching.
So we're going to get our boy Dave coming in?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Because we'd like to hear from Dave before the end of the night. That would be kind of fun.
Look at that stadium.
Dave Sarapan.
Look at that stadium, Bill.
Yeah, man.
They got the pom-poms going. They got it going right now. So it's one of only, I believe, 3 stadiums that holds 100,000 people in it. The Big House, Penn State, and what's the other one out west?
The Coliseum?
No, it's not the Coliseum. Coliseum's small. Whoa.
I've been there.
Interception? No,
I
incomplete. All right. I believe there's only 3. Texas, maybe?
Texas A&M?
No, Texas.
No, Texas?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But I know Penn State.
I know it's Penn State. I know it's Michigan.
Michigan, yeah. I think they're the 2.
Oh, Ohio State?
No. I can't remember the other one, but I believe there's only 3 that hold 100. Maybe it's only 2. But I think it's 3. That's a good question to ask Dave. Maybe he'll know.
We're trying to get see if Dave Sarapan, the sportsbook consigliere, is going to be able to chime in with us here. We're winding it down.
So what for the fam out there? Question for you guys: What is your betting outlook? Like, how are you guys betting on the Eagles tomorrow? Is there any money being put on the Eagles tomorrow, or is a lot of people just kind of shying away from this game? Let me know. You know what everyone's outlook on
Send the comment in.
Yeah. Just let us know.
Where's your money? You putting the money on the Birds tomorrow?
Or are we staying away?
Staying
I
away?
hope no one puts them against it.
Well, you were going to, but
I never would put money.
We talked you out of it.
I never would put money.
So you would have just stayed away from it.
I would just stay away from it. I'll never bet against the Eagles. Never. But I won't, like, game-wise. Future-wise, I will. Right? But per game, I'll never bet against them.
Well, you're going to lose the over and under.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good.
They won a game that you didn't think they were going to win.
No, I had that one down as a loss. But I did have a little bit of room to spare, too, because I only had them for 4 wins. So I did have some room to spare. That could have been a spare game. We got one out here with a doable up. He's been hot, too. Oh, good play. I think so. I think so.
How many did you get?
Yeah.
I think that's not bad. I think it's good. I think he's going to look.
As fantasy, he's a great quarterback.
The 49ers are. I think he's got. Yeah. I think he throws 2. I think you know what I think he does? I think Jalen Hurts throws for 297 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he doesn't, and no turnovers.
That's high. I got Devontae Smith in mind, too.
David said he's going to come.
He's on. Later on, guys. Take care.
All right, let's get him up.
Come on in, Dave.
Come on in, Dave.
What's up?
Yes.
What's up?
Better late than never, and he does have the
Penn State blue baby.
Of course.
Come on.
A lot of stuff going on today, fellas.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were talking about all day. Is we don't know where to look. We have no idea where to go here.
Oh yeah, it was a busy morning. Yeah. A lot of games. The kids had practice this morning, so we went. We did some BP. We did all that. It's been college football nonstop, leading up to the whiteout game.
There you go.
It's been incredible.
By the way, Dave, we're watching the Phillies right now. Phillies, they're up on the Mets in the 3rd.
What's the score? I haven't even looked at a baseball score yet.
Nothing Phillies.
Gene Segura got one.
Nice.
1 yard.
Well, we can put the Mets out of their misery with a sweep this weekend. That would be perfect. And then the Braves lose 2 out of 3 to the Giants. Maybe gets
Oh,
swept.
another one. She got another one. Let's go.
Another solo shot. It's 2-0 Phils.
Oh, beautiful. That's
Hey,
great.
Perfect timing.
Dave, what? I'll tell you what. I took the.
Here we go.
I took the Crimson Tide.
Here
And
we
I
go.
took Notre Dame in a 2-team tease. I was only laying 7 points. Alabama laying 7 points against the Gators.
The meaningless touchdown
And they
gets them.
can't cover.
The meaningless touchdown gets
The meaningless touchdown gets everybody.
It does.
It gets everybody.
It does.
I mean, Billy, welcome to This Is What You Do. When you tease the favorite on the road,
Thank
this is
you.
what happens. It's
That's
not
why
a good
I tease.
tease. You don't do that.
Sucks.
You
The
take the home team plus the points up.
That's
Never
exactly
the road
what I
team
said, Bill.
down. Billy, we did the show, Billy. You just
the law.
text me. My goodness.
Why I have you on
John,
that.
help him. My
He
God.
doesn't listen. He doesn't listen.
Nobody does. That's the
I'll
beauty
tell you
of all of this.
I'll tell you what I did.
That's why you guys are in business.
I talked John into taking the Eagles tomorrow. He had the Eagles losing tomorrow.
I'm in.
You have him
I'm in.
You have him winning outright.
I think,
I have him
listen,
winning outright.
I think they can win. All these people are discounting it like they can't win.
Right.
They can win the game. I mean, but I don't think San Francisco's not going to blow out the Eagles tomorrow. I think it's going to be a good game.
Right.
As long as they give Hurts a little bit of time, I think they'll keep the ball. There'll be possessions. There's not going to be just consistent 3 and outs.
Right.
The number indicates there's going to be scoring. Do you believe the over under in the game? I'm
what is
shocked
it
it's that high.
What is it?
Is, let's see, right now.
47?
No.
Oh.
It was 50. Somebody finally bet it. It's 49 right now, or 49 and a half. Yeah. Yeah. It opened up 46.
So that's one question I wanted to ask you is so the Eagles the whole week they were at 3.5. I just got them at 3. Is that the line now? 3?
That is the line now. Yeah, you missed the 3.5.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of the sharp community got the 3.5.
Do you think it's staying there, or is it coming in even lower?
Oh, hell no. It might be when you wake up tomorrow, it might be 2.5.
Might be 2.5, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Dave, you said it's not going to. It's going to be a close game.
Yep.
Detroit hung 33 on the 49ers last week in Detroit. With a team that's, I would say Detroit's is it in a rebuild or?
Oh
yeah. I mean, their season wins. Detroit's season, I think their season wins was 6 or 5.5 or something. Yeah. But don't forget, Billy, they were down 41-10 and got those 23 points with garbage time and 2 onside kicks.
The prevent defense prevents you from winning.
Yeah, it happens it happens all the time.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what
Moser took his equipment off and he was already pretty much front, and then he had to strap it all back up on.
Yeah, that was really one of the craziest backdoor covers in the last couple of years.
Right.
41-10 halfway through the fourth quarter, I think it was. And they came all the way back and actually covered the late spread. The opener was 7.5. That covered. Oh boy, Penn State's driving, boys. If I get excited, I'm sorry. That's why. We got to get this one in.
We're switch it up right now.
We got Steve working the clicker overtime.
Yeah.
Looks like a beautiful day there, fellas.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. We just had the Golden Knights jump in, parachute in.
Get in there!
Look at
that. Down to the 1 yard line. We got a 1 yard line. First and goal from the 1.
Dave's going. Are you streaming, Dave? Or are you watching hard? You're watching.
No, I got it on the cable on the TV.
We're streaming, so we're going to be a little behind.
Okay, sorry, I got excited.
That's right.
You're good.
You can react. If you see TD here,
don't hold back, baby. Give us that excitement.
I got Penn State -4.
Oh, he's got him at the 1 yard line. We got him.
It came down. I was getting texts. Every week I got to run down to the strip and see either some people in the book and all this other stuff. So I went down, and the line was 3.5 in places down on the strip. And there's a lot of Auburn bets. Oh God. Oh, what's he gonna do here? He's gonna complete a touchdown pass. That's what he's gonna do.
We got right now. The Penn State's got the ball in the 50 from the 43.
Yeah.
There we go. Here's the other one. Okay. Down to the 2, and then the next play they score. So Penn State, look at the faithful going nuts. The white, look at that. Is that cool or what?
Listen, that's one of the best scenes in all of sports.
Yes.
It is. I just tweeted it at SportsBK. It's sick. I tweeted the opening. It's 58 seconds. If it don't give you the chills, you ain't alive. You ain't got no pulse. You ain't got no heartbeat. If it don't give you the chills, it is. And to be in there, it's so loud.
It's magical.
It's amazing. And like the night game just adds to it because everybody's lubed up pretty good. but it is so hard to play as the road team. And
Right.
I could not figure out how this number kept coming down because I'm like, these kids ain't played in front of people in almost 2 years.
Right.
Like, they're not playing at Akron. They're playing at Penn State. There's 110,000 people there today.
So I don't know if you were in the back end and listening to us, but we were talking that Penn State might be doing this again for the Michigan game. Is that something that you hear or anything? Like, is that?
I haven't heard that yet, but
that would be good.
I might have to fly back, see you boys, and then hop up there and go to the game. That might be the road trip of the year.
That would be a fun one to go to. That would be a fun one.
I think I saw Whiteout against Michigan.
Oh, boy.
It might have been Ohio State.
Ohio State was the one I saw. Yeah. Ohio State.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, Dave, I was really impressed with your appearance on MLB, The Bettor's Eye.
How about that? How about that? That was
any more screen time. You're going to have to join the Screen Actors Guild.
We're getting close, Billy. We're getting close to that. That's the next thing. No, that's a fun show. Like that is MLB does such a great job with, just kind of embracing the gambling a little bit. And I got an opportunity to co-host it on yesterday. That was fun.
There it is.
And now, hopefully it's, I'm going to appear on there as needed, but the goal is to appear more as we get closer to who's going to be in it. And then the playoff series matchups and talking about that different stuff with the numbers and betting on playoffs and how it varies from game to game and, series prices. And who knows? Hopefully at some point we'll be sitting next to Pedro.
You must have an extensive wardrobe because every time you come on with us, you have your sport.
Philadelphia guy.
You had Tampa Bay, I think.
That's right.
First week. You had the creamsicle on.
Right.
Yeah.
Last week you had I forget what you had last on.
Did I wear the Phillies lid last week? I thought I wore the Phillies lid. The fat pea. I love the fat pea.
And then the other day on MLB, you were rocking the Oakland Athletics gear.
Yeah.
I love that.
The old school. That's a it says number 44 on the back. Reggie Jackson, old school. Oh, I love the double numbers anyway, but that's an old school. Yeah. Back when we were young, those uniforms were fantastic.
Yes, they were.
And the old A.
Yep.
Oh, it was the best. Yeah. So
it was Raleigh Fingers with the
with the mustache, that whole
Sal Bando.
Oh,
Reggie
that whole team.
Jackson.
Joe Rudy had the long hair before it was cool.
Hunter.
All of them. There you go. You remember all of them.
I remember all of them. Who was the third baseman?
Sal Bando.
Sal Bando.
Yeah.
That's before me, baby. That's before me.
That's 70. What's it, 72?
I know the Bash
they won
Brothers.
it 4 years in a row.
72, 73, 74.
75.
No, 75 Big Red Machine. Big Red Machine.
But those teams were legendary. We were growing up, those teams were magical.
Let me ask you a question here real fast, Dave.
Yeah.
I know we got the Penn State game on, but go back to the Phillies. What's the odds now on the Phillies winning the division? Where are we standing? Where are we at?
Let's see. I'll go look at that right now.
I'm assuming we gotta be pretty, maybe not the favorites, but we gotta be up there, right?
By the way, Nola's got 49 pitches, and we're in the bottom of the third, so his pitch count's getting a little up there.
Yeah, but he's looking good.
But he's striking people out.
He's looking good.
Wow, it's down to 2.5 to 1, plus 250.
Wow.
Okay.
On the Phillies. But it's still got the Braves minus 350.
Minus 350.
Minus 350. Wow.
That's insane.
That's heavy.
It's ridiculous.
I might jump on the Phillies right now. I think I'm going to.
Well, listen, if you think they're going to win today, you should do it because you're going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be down.
Do it. I'm in.
And then if the Braves lose, the Braves play tonight, right? The Braves got the
They
San
got the
Francisco
night game.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they lose and it gets closer, I mean, you can bet. You got to look too on the Phillies to just make the playoffs because that number may be a little better because they're still in the wild card.
Right.
You know, technically, I mean, obviously, I don't know if they're. I mean, why can't they jump?
No,
they can jump 3 teams. They're 2 games back.
Right, 100%.
Yeah.
Dave, talk to us about the San Francisco Giants. I mean, you got the Giants, kind of for us on the East Coast. I mean, Brand,
they were picked to be in last place in the division, right?
They were.
Listen, this is Billy. It's one of the craziest things I've seen in baseball odds in years, where their season wins was 73 or 74. All the projections were bad. You guys know Gabe Kapler. I mean, the track record isn't good.
Metrosexual.
Yeah. I mean, he looks great in the uni still. He looks like he could go play center field. Yeah, but he wasn't, there was a lot of question marks about his managing. And so they had that working. They had the really questionable rotation, an average at best lineup. So if they were, I think 50 or 60 to 1 to win the NL and 100 to 1 to win the World Series. I mean, it was high.
Right.
And there was no believers the first 2 months. There was a lot of, you could have got them in May 60 to 1, 50 to 1, 40 to 1 to win a World Series. And they were in first place.
Yeah. Yep.
They just became the favorite to win the division this week. Wow. It's been the Dodgers' favorite to win the division the whole year, except for the 2 days when the Giants swept them like in June or July. I think it flipped. And then they lost 2 games and the Dodgers won 2 and were only a game or 2 back and it flipped back. The Dodgers have been favored every single day of this baseball season to win the division despite never leading it. It's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Now talk to us about the odds-on favorite for the NL MVP, because we have Harper here in Philadelphia who's just been knocking the cover off the ball the last 56 games since the All-Star break. The guy's been unbelievable.
Well, let's ask him the poll question.
So the poll question is Bryce Harper has done enough. Has Bryce Harper done enough to win the NL MVP? Do you agree or disagree with that?
100% agree.
Yeah.
100% agree. I mean, like, it's not even – if they get in the playoffs, he's in. Like, he should win it. Right. What he's done especially the back half of the season has been ridiculous because you don't have to pitch to him. Hoskins isn't in. Right. So you don't have to pitch him.
He's not hot. Yeah.
Right. He may get one good pitch in at bat, and he's been able to, go to work and do stuff. Like, it's so impressive. I just looked at the odds right now. It is down to Fernando Tatis Jr.'s -140. Wow. I'm just looking at FanDuel. I'm looking at FanDuel in PA. Fernando Tatis -140. Bryce Harper +165.
Wow.
That means a month ago, boys, he was 50 to 1, 5-0.
Right.
Because, it was just too much to overcome, and Tatis was, a shoo-in. And then Tatis got hurt again. Bryce has been hitting, 400? I think he's been hitting 400 since, with bombs, ribbies, all this stuff. It's down to +165. That means you win $1.65 for every dollar you bet. That's almost even money. I mean, like, with a couple good games here, Tatis gets swept in St. Louis and has a couple bad games. This thing might flip. He might be the favorite by Monday.
Right.
Well, you're right. And I get a printout from the Phillies organization. They sent me, and they have.
Oh, look at you!
It's color coded.
Look at him.
For your pleasure.
Look at this.
Viewing pleasure.
You get the daily game information packet every day.
Oh, man, with ESPN, brother.
Billy knows everybody, man. This is great. I'm just so happy I met both of you. Really, it's unbelievable.
If you look at the red blocks, he's. I mean, you got Muncy who doesn't have any colors. You've got Soto who's got 3, 4, but then you got Bryce Harper's got 6.
I mean,
all the WAR slugging percentage, OPS. He's
leading everything. Yeah.
Listen,
he's 317.
All these great stats, WAR, OPS. It's BS if he don't win it. If the Phillies get in the playoffs, it's because he was the MVP.
Put him on his back.
Carried them. Yeah. So we were doing it, and I know you're a stats guy. The last 65 games, Bryce Harper has been batting 364. Is that what?
354.
354. I'm sorry. We were. That's Tony Gwynn-esque. That's
That's
Barry
insane.
Bonds
His OPS,
stuff.
ready for this? His OPS, 1.25.
Wow.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
Do you know how many guys in baseball? We just did the show on Friday on Sports Grid, and they hit me with this one. Do you know how many guys in baseball right now are batting over 300?
In all of baseball?
All of baseball?
All of baseball. Take a guess.
Maybe 6.
I was gonna say 10.
9.
9? Yeah.
9 guys. When we were young, it was 9 guys in each league.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's 9 guys in all of baseball hitting 300. He's one of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's not the MVP.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I just want to let everyone know here. I got my Phillies bet in. I'm all in. You on the Phillies to win the division. Let's go.
Baby.
Let's go.
What have we done to him, Billy?
No.
He wasn't going to bet the Eagles. He bet the Eagles for the win. Now we're going to bet the Phillies. Now he's on the Phillies for the division. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing? I ain't letting him bet the Flyers, Billy, no matter what you say. I ain't letting you bet the Flyers, John.
I'm all over him, baby.
All right, ready for this, John? It wasn't easy, Dave.
No.
It wasn't easy convincing him, Dave.
No.
I had to work on him, right, Steve? That I had to work on him hard.
You got to go back and watch the show later, Bill. Dave. Yeah.
I had to massage his sensibilities.
He got me all fired up. And
then boom!
There it was.
Listen, let's talk a little Eagles. Let's talk a little Eagles 49ers work. I'm going to the game. And guess what, Dave? The fans are going to be back in the stands for the first time in a year. It's going to be electric. The Philadelphia, the Eagles players themselves haven't had this type of energy in front of them. I think that 3-point spread, obviously, usually the home team gives away 3. So this would be what we said on a show today. It was like a 6-point.
7.
If they were playing in San Francisco, it'd be what, 6 or 7. Right?
San Francisco probably over 7.
Okay, right?
Yeah, it'd be over 7. If they're favored by 3 on the road, it'd be close to 8.5.
They got to fly over tomorrow. They got everybody. I'm telling you, this play. I'm going to the game. I'm so pumped up. I am so excited.
What time do you have to leave to get down there? What time do you get down there?
The studio where I'm going to be broadcasting tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, but I'm leaving at 11. It'll take me 45 minutes to get to the stadium.
Okay. Pound a couple quickies in the parking lot and then get in.
That's it. You got to do it.
Got to do that.
I'll be in my seat for the flyover.
There you go.
All right, I got to go, boys. I got to go watch the rest of this game.
Listen, Dave,
thank you.
Thank you for being on the show earlier today. We really enjoyed you on the MLB, the Bettor's Eye, and we really enjoy having you chime in with us on Saturday nights in the Rant booth on A2D Radio every Saturday night from 6 to 9.
I love it,
baby.
All right, get this Penn State home. Otherwise, I'm going to be really miserable. Penn State, let's go.
There he is.
Later, Dave.
See ya.
Parapan. He's the sports book consigliere. Does a great job.
Oh yeah.
And I took his advice and I won.
There you go. And that's getting back to our A2D membership, guys. Hop on board with Money Pot. Nate is picking hot right now. Follow him. $9.99 a month. Get you all the exclusive picks. Get you all the exclusive shows. Get you 20% off everything in all campus here, guys. It's worth every penny.
By the way, I wish we can't hear the game. I would imagine that crowd is
absolutely
loud.
It's gotta be nuts.
We're not going to be able to hear it probably until in a few minutes when we get off the air. But I got to tell you, just looking at it and seeing the whiteout and the enthusiasm from that crowd.
Yeah,
I mean that gives the defense a little extra jump in there. Obviously, Auburn's got them backed up to about the 13-yard line. Maybe now they're down to the 4.
We've been this whole show's kind of been a little bit of a changing of and committing to the future. I got one for you.
What?
If they go whiteout November 13th,
touchdown Auburn.
Me and you going? I'm going.
I don't put.
You going?
It's hard for me to get away, John.
Come on, baby.
It's hard for me to get away. We'll see.
That's my birthday. You gotta come.
My cousin's son goes to Penn State.
There you go.
What's the date of that? November 13th?
13th, yeah.
I have a 6-year-old at home, man.
I hear you.
And she's a girl. So.
I hear you.
You know what? By the way, you have 4 sons.
I do.
And I'm sure that when you watch sports, you're the king of the castle.
I am, and it's
You know what I got to go through?
You got to go through the cartoons.
You know I'm going to curse today. You know the bullshit I got to go through?
Yeah, you probably got to watch
wife,
the cartoons.
A daughter that's 6.
Oh, boy.
And a 100-year-old mother.
Oh, boy.
Now, I do have a man room.
Okay.
But I always get chased up in there.
And chased out, probably.
And then they follow me into my man room.
And chased out. Yep.
And they go, do this, Daddy, play this game. And I said, listen, guys, you know I do have a sports show that I got to watch sports. And no, you don't. You can do this. No, Elijah Grace. No, I'll do it, but on Thursdays and Fridays, it's my day. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
You would like it to be football day. Yeah.
I'm not there.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm all yours.
Right.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, nah.
Yeah. And you know what? That's the best. What I get when I come home is, Dad, you setting the TV up outside?
Right.
Outside? You setting the TV up on the porch so we can watch outside? You getting the barbecue going, Dad?
It's like unbelievable.
That's what I get, and I love it.
I got to go through. And you would think after, my daughter's 6, we've been married for 10 years, you'd think they would know the routine.
No, that never changes. That never changes.
Not at all.
And probably, I don't know if my ex watches or not, but so she does sometimes. But I know, let some of our divorces, Phillies game on, we go nowhere.
No.
We go nowhere. Vacation, we schedule it around playoffs. We schedule it around big games, trips, anything. Even if we're away in Disney, that day is a pool day.
Yeah,
so
right?
Dad doesn't miss the game.
You can't miss the game.
And that's just the way it has to be.
Well, I got to tell you, John, we're getting to the end of the show.
We are, yeah.
It's been like 3 hours, just like that.
Right. It goes by fast.
3 hours and 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I feel like I just got here.
Right.
But I got to be honest with you. There's a part of me, I'm kind of getting ready to wind. I want to get in front of the TV.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to concentrate.
I want to get home for the second half of Penn State. That's for
right.
sure.
And when we got the Phillies in Penn State, I'll be watching the game with you. But I'm just like, I'm like, this is so cool. Talking about it, getting you pumped up for it, and then go home and watch the second half.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And it made it fun, and it does every single week when it happens, when you get the kids that come in, and they're all excited about the Phillies, and they're all excited about the Eagles. It gets us more
juice.
It gets us more hyped for the game when you see the little kids, the little Philadelphians, all in it.
Yes. So, all right, John. I think we'll come to the end. Or?
Well, I told Ralphie 45, so we got 5 minutes.
Okay, we got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes to fill.
Let's go.
Let's do our fantasy football update, right?
Oh.
So me and you are playing this week.
You're going down, John.
No. So let's.
I almost forgot.
Yeah, let's give a little. We're playing in actually both our leagues that we're playing against.
Oh,
I'm playing you in both of them.
You're beating me 9.3 to nothing.
Of course.
Let's look at the matchup.
I think it's projecting you to still win, though.
I got 50% chance of beating you.
Right. Because I had Gibson, and he did not have as good a game as I thought he would. Right?
Yeah, he only got 9 points.
Yeah, and you had no one play, right?
And I got a tough lineup for you. Mahomes,
I know.
McCaffrey,
yeah.
Kareem Hunt, DK Metcalf,
yeah,
Robert Woods.
And you want to know something that's funny?
Goddard. You're going to get hammered.
So I do daily fantasy football on DraftKings. I have Christian McCaffrey and DK Metcalf on my team. So it doesn't bode well for me because I think they're going to have good games.
In the one league, it's a 50-50 split.
Correct.
Like they really, the win probability is right down the middle now. You got Matthew
in our money league, yeah.
You got Matthew Stafford.
Right.
You Delvin Cook. You got C.D. Lamb. You got Robert Woods.
Right.
You got Hawkinson,
who had a big week last week, and I expect to have a big year.
Nah, he's one hit wonder. Joe Mixon.
Yeah, had a big week last week.
Get the Cleveland defense.
So I do want to say one thing, Bill. Last week, if you watch, or if you go back and look at our fantasy last week. Who had the most points last week?
Well, did you?
Oh,
You
yeah.
had the most points. How much
Most
you have?
points, 158. 158
Well, this
last
week you're
week.
projected to get 121.
I am. But, I mean, that's projections mean
Let's
nothing.
see. I know. And let's see. This projection has you at 110 and me at 127.
Yeah, that
But
team's not as good. That
like
team's
you
not
said,
good.
the,
There he is.
the projections mean nothing.
The projections mean nothing.
We're seeing people walk by here on the boardwalk.
Saying hi.
Yeah, man,
it's great. It's absolutely great.
So I think I'm in 3 leagues now. I'm winning in the second in the ESPN.
Right.
I'm winning in that league, but I'm projected to lose
The final outcome.
52% to 48%.
That's a tough one.
But I'm projected to score 159 points.
So so Steve's here with us. Let's see where you at, Steve? You won week 1, right?
I believe I did.
Yeah.
What's the league? Let's see what the league looks like. Score standings.
Yeah, that's ours, right? So.
Yeah, I'm 0-1.
Yeah, I'm 0-1 also.
Oh, wait.
1-0.
Yeah, you're 1-0.
Take that back.
And you are projected to win this week also.
Yes.
You're playing against Tommy, our fearless leader.
Yes. Projected to beat him by 5 points.
Projected to beat him by 5, right.
I like it.
So I'm 1-0 in this one. Team Coil. Oh, that's the Playland one.
This is the play. That's our money one, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No.
No, that's us.
That's us. That's the A2D one. Yep.
Tommy Arnone's in first place.
Yes, he is. And Steve too. So
Steve,
they play each other.
Where's
So
Steve?
that's for first
Team
week.
Oh, right. Bucci.
Yeah.
Team Bucci.
So that's for first place this week.
Yes, sir.
You're 0-1, John.
I'm 0-1.
You're going to go down. You're going to be 0-2 this week.
I might. I'm not as happy as I am with that team as I am my other leagues. Yeah. So in my keeper league, my real big money league.
By the way, did we bet any money on the Eagles last week? Was it a $5 bet we bet?
No, it
Well,
wasn't.
it was
It wasn't.
what was it?
Yes, it was.
You owe me a 6-pack.
And you're coming back to the house tonight. I
All
got
right,
you. But in my keeper league, I got, and I hate when this happens. Right, it's a big money league, and we play head to head, and there's 12 teams in it. I get the 3rd highest points, and I always play a guy who's above me that's better. Always happens. So I'm 0-1,
So you're like wasting,
and I have I wasted a good week. I wasted a good week, and I'm 0-1. That's the worst.
I'm in the 3 leagues. I'm 1 and 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
If you put the combined, I'm 1-0 in one league, and 0-2, 0-1 in both the other leagues.
Right.
I lost by the one game I lost by 3 points.
Lost by 3 points?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
How do you
that
lose by 3
stinks.
points? Think about it.
It's a kicker.
Yeah.
You lost by a kicker.
The other one I lost by 10, which, I mean, that's not a lot either.
No. 10's one player. Yeah. One big play.
Yeah.
But all right, I think we're getting down to winding down here.
Yeah, I think my head right now is like I'm kind of like going to settle in. I'm thinking about the Eagles right now.
I'm
thinking
already
about Penn State and the Phillies, but I'm thinking about I'm getting excited for this game tomorrow.
I'm all Phillied out. Well, you're going to it.
I'm getting excited for this game tomorrow. I'll be there in attendance. Going to have a flyover. They're going to have just the Philly faithful is going to go nuts.
It's going to go crazy.
It's going to be out of their minds.
It's going to go crazy. I'm still a Phillies guy. I need the Phillies. I want the Phillies. That means more to me than the Eagles.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's baseball. It's my sport.
See, and you know, I'm a little surprised because it's game 2 after a great solid outing last week.
Right.
I don't know. I obviously I understand Phillies baseball. You're into baseball more, but my enthusiasm for the Eagles can't be any higher tomorrow.
You're right.
I'm feeling
the games
so good
do
about
mean
the game.
more.
I'm just so excited. I can't wait to get in my car.
Right.
I can't wait to get the day started tomorrow. Let's put it that way.
Right. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Waking up's going to be fun tomorrow.
If the Eagles win tonight, if the Phillies win tonight, waking up's going to be fun tomorrow.
That's going to be a good day. Yeah, I agree to that one.
All right, John.
Well,
listen, without any further ado, I want to thank Dave Sharapan calling in from Vegas with his always lively and accurate odds predictions.
Yes.
His insight. John Coyle, as always, thank you so much. the Rant booth on A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV, Instagram is a lot of fun. We get to talk to people ranters that come in right off the boardwalk.
Awesome.
Great concept. Of course, don't forget to come up to all campus on the boardwalk here in Ocean City, 1028 Boardwalk. Any hat you want, college, pro, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL. He's got a great selection. Come on up to all campus anytime. We'll see you next week in the Rant booth on A2D Radio, live from all campus. Let's go, Birds. Let's go, Phillies.
Birds.
And we are.
There we go. Good
Penn
night,
State.
fam.
All right.
Good night,
Good
fam.
night, fam.